Good morning, good day, good evening. I almost forgot to start the stream. How's everybody doing? We can't have a Brodie Robertson stream without there being some form of technical difficulties. I thought we were getting past those, but nope. Now it just comes back to me being completely incompetent. So, hi. How's everybody doing? Oh, actually, I was looking for like where we're actually up to in the list of topics because it changes every time because I don't actually look at stuff off stream like I probably should. This has gotten to the point now where there's so much stuff on this list that I don't even bother looking at it unless we're doing it for the stream because otherwise I'm just like I should because I'm not going to make a single dent in it otherwise because I don't know where we were at last time, but this time we're past 10,000 again. I like there was a point there we're at like 6 or so thousand. But not anymore. Also, I should go and update what it says over my Twitch, shouldn't I? I think it still says I'm playing Celeste. It does. Let's edit that one. We are doing technology. Is that a thing? Is that going to show up? Science and technology. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Now we're actually in the right category. Oh, lordy lord. Yo, how you doing? As always, as is tradition for me live streaming, I have alcohol. So today... where can I put this? Today we have... We'll make it bigger. We have... Summersby Blackberry. Because they're delicious. Oh, that's really good. Horrible for you. Absolutely horrible for you. But it's definitely really good. Next episode, Brodie compiles Gentry Arch and Linux from scratch at the same time under 2 minutes. You joke about that, but I actually do want to do like a... I want to do firstly an LFS stream, and also a... I want to do a... Arch install stream as well. Did I hear about the news about Apple? Are you talking about the... Apple is going to be... scanning your devices totally only for illegal things. We promise it's only going to be for illegal things and nothing else. We promise that's going to be what happens. Yes, I did hear about that. It's the same thing that happens with any sort of like, hey, we're doing this to stop terrorism. We're doing this to stop drug trade. We're doing this to stop any sort of criminal activity. You use some like justification or something like really, really heinous that everyone is going to be like in favor of stopping. And you use that as a justification to basically push through any sort of dystopian rules you want to do. That's basically what that is. Like, sure, their PR goal is a good PR goal. I support the PR goal. I don't exactly support the method they have for it because I know what is going to be useful besides just their initial stated goal. Once you open up that floodgate, you've opened up the floodgate, basically. If anyone doesn't know what the deal is, Apple, I don't know how anyone probably didn't hear about it at this point, but Apple has said they're going to be scanning devices, scanning Apple devices in the US for what they're saying right now is CP, but I guarantee it's going to expand much beyond that. There's no way that it doesn't. There was a hilarious post on Linux Master Race about Tech Lead. You might want to see it. Do you have a name? If you have a name, then I will look at it. But Tech Lead is also a troll, so like I don't know why anyone takes him seriously. Like he's like, if you don't realize that Tech Lead is a troll, that's kind of on you at that point. Like he has like 3 jokes that he does in every single title, and it like he's obviously just a troll channel. He's a good troll channel. I'll give him that because there's a lot of people who think he's completely real, but no, definitely a troll channel. Downgrade kernel. I presume you download an older kernel. I hate Linux as a millionaire. Exactly. Yes. That's basically tech lead in a nutshell. Stupid Patriot Act, the thing put into place where the US government can spy on US citizens. Well, even if it wasn't there, do you think they weren't going to be doing so anyway? Like, there are countries out there that don't have that enshrined in law, but still do it. It's just that gives them, like, you know, legal protections in violating all of your rights, basically. I have some insane network problems with the new... Wait, what kernel are we on right now? This is how old this is. So this is 2 major kernel versions ago. Okay, cool. I don't care about downloading an old kernel. I've been playing Celeste for 2 weeks, and I'm still in the hotel chapter. Pain. I'm guessing you don't play many games, because... Or you just don't play Celeste that often. Otherwise, like, I feel really bad for you. How are you playing? Are you playing on controller with an analog stick? Or what are you doing? Keyboard and mouse? Controller with D-pad? Let me know. If you're playing analog stick, just stop. Just don't do that at all. LTS kernel on Arch is still 5.10. Right, but it's LTS. Like, that's the point of LTS. Unless your name is Ubuntu, in which case you deprecate stuff really, really quickly. I played only 2 games. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Going from Minecraft to Celeste is a bit of a big jump. Do you mean the hands-on video? Or are you referring to a different one? I did see the hands-on video earlier, and you know what? It was a good hands-on video. It's much better than the trash that IGN put out. If you haven't seen IGN's video on it, where they called Proton a version of Linux, I highly recommend going and watching it. Like, it's not as bad as, like, the Verge PC build, but it's kind of up there, to be completely frank. That is very loud. Oh yeah, speaking of music, I actually have plans to get some of my own custom music commissioned. So it's just a matter of finding an artist I like and trying to, like, work out what I actually want to do. But expect in maybe, I don't know, a couple of weeks, a month or so, there will be custom music on this channel, which would be cool. Can't spell ignorant without IGN. Oh, man, that's too true. Now, if you want some fun IGN stuff, go read some IGN game guides. What are these notifications called? Let's find out what these notifications are called. What do we have here? Oh, it's on r/Ubuntu. That's called a tooltip. Oh, wait, no, okay, no, Wait, what? Wait, did this person have Google Chrome installed? Why do you have Chrome installed on Ubuntu? You literally have Firefox sitting right here. And wait, Firefox is also running. Wait, why do you have Chrome and Firefox installed? Mate, we need to talk. What is this? Like, it's one thing to be using Chrome, but, like, you're literally running Firefox at the same time. Whatever, okay. Ubuntu users, I guess. Normies like Chrome because of syncing features, but Firefox has those as well. But this person's literally running Firefox while asking about Chrome. Canonical doesn't need to spy on its users like RMS pointed out. Every so often, there's, like, some big story that comes out with some changes that happen to Ubuntu. It's like, Ubuntu is now spying on its users. Then you have a Chris Titus video be like, Ubuntu is the devil. Ugh. That's, honestly, like, Ubuntu is the devil is my favorite thumbnail that Chris Titus has ever made. It's beautiful. I wish I could make thumbnails that amazing. Linux GPU usage compared to Windows. My GPU right now is at a stable 33 degrees Celsius. That's because you aren't using it. 33 degrees Celsius with the fans turned off and the PC's been turned on for about 6 hours. On Windows, after 1 hour, the GPU gets to 50 degrees and have to keep the fans at 25% to keep it constantly under 30 degrees. If you're worried about getting your GPU under 30 degrees, you're 1, cooling it with liquid nitrogen, or 2, not using it. Why? This isn't a concern. That it's fine to run your GPU above 50 degrees. That's perfectly within the safe operating range. Oh my god. He had Firefox open because he went to Chrome website and got the deb file. Now I see the problem. Downloading stuff on Ubuntu from the website. I like Chris Titus. He's a cool guy, and he's the one that got me interested in Linux. I like Chris Titus as well, and he's got some amazing thumbnails. I just like to also meme about his thumbnails, because Ubuntu is the devil. Anyways, just use Chrome if you want a better Firefox. I'm surprised, like, how not negative. How not negative? How positive. That's the word I'm thinking of. How positive the other Firefox, the Firefox video comments were. I was expecting, like, a lot of comments be like, no, you're completely wrong. How dare you say that, Brave is an alternative to Firefox? How dare you say that people should stop using Firefox? While there certainly were a couple of people like that, it wasn't as bad as I was expecting. I genuinely expected, like, constant flaming, but maybe I've just got, I don't know, maybe I've just got an idea of where the general people who use Linux typically stand. I don't know, maybe I got lucky, maybe just people who, like, hate that idea just didn't see it or something, I don't know. But the fact that it has, like, not just a mainly good like to dislike ratio, but, like, overwhelmingly positive, like above 95%, really confused me. I uploaded that expecting to get some backlash. But I guess that's also outweighed by the fact that people just really don't like Mozilla right now. Take a look at Tridactyl. Thank you, yes. I'm pretty sure it's on my list somewhere, but I will move it forward. I'll put it onto my plan very soon list. Version Google Chrome versus Chad on Google Chromium. Versus the Sigma Male Brave. How do I quit this thing? Oh. Haha, get it? How do I quit Vim? Big fan of Vim. Created this claustrophobic sensation when I first tried it. Over the years, this is my go-to tool for serious editing. Manipulating tests no matter how powerful IDE I'm using alongside. How can tool be so good at navigation, editing, slick and powerful and fast as well? Wait. Oh, so you just titled it like that because you wanted people to click it. Oh, that's funny. You wanted to get those upvotes. You should do a video on Packstall. That's the one. What was Packstall? Is that the one where you install AUR stuff on Ubuntu or something like that? That sounds like it was. Tried to close the Chrome. Man, I tried to close the Chrome as well. See, like, when I clickbait you guys, I'm at least, like, clickbaiting clickbaiting in a way where I'm over-exaggerating what's happening. Not just clickbaiting, then going in a completely different direction. Be like, Windows is the devil. Time to talk about how to install Arch Linux. Like, that's not good clickbait. Good clickbait is where you over-exaggerate or you sort of get under people's skin in a way, and then you sort of try to build up an argument on why what you're saying in the title or the thumbnail actually has some semblance to reality, even if it is a little bit over-exaggerated. And that's what I think Linus Tech Tips does really well as well. I don't think people hate clickbait. What they hate is they hate being lied to. They hate being misdirected, misguided. Like, no one cares about, like... Okay, like, the whole idea of an article, the whole idea of a video is to get you to click it. Clickbait is just the default state of, like, making content online. People don't complain about good clickbait, though. Yesterday I swapped to Xmonad from DWM. How'd that experience go? LTT has cancer thumbnails. LTT just knows what people... LTT knows what people want. You can complain about the LTT thumbnails all you want, but like that's what the normies want in a thumbnail. I don't know why, but that's just how it goes right now. Same reason why Mr. Beast does thumbnails the way he does, or all of the big channels do thumbnails the way they do. That's just what normies want. Folks seem happy with Muse's apology about Audacity. I am, as long as they stick to their promise of not enabling telemetry stuff by default. That being said, I'll probably just use Tenacity. I'm still waiting to see which one, or which of the forks actually becomes like an actual fork. When one of them actually does, that's when I'll make a video. People have asked me to do a video on Sneedacity or Tenacity. I'm just like, right now, they're literally just Audacity. There's nothing different about them. I could do a video saying they exist, but there's no, like, feature changes. Like, really all I could say is, like, hey, look, they have a funny logo, and they have a funny name. Like, I don't think that really has much value to it. Maybe someone wants that video, but I don't particularly want to make it. Let's see. Lockless pattern / algorithm. What the hell does that mean? Where are you linking to? Let's find out. What are we doing? We are linking over to r/kernel, right? No, I don't want to upvote your stupid post. Don't bother me about that. Oh, right, so you copy DT's config and update it to your liking. Oh, nice. I think that's always a good way to start with any sort of window manager or any sort of desktop environment. Just take what already exists and work from there. Like, as fun as it is to build something from the ground up, like, at the end of the day, a lot of the stuff you're going to set is going to be exactly the same. There's a lot of boilerplate, especially with something like a window manager or something like Vim. With a good Vim config, most people are probably going to set the same things. They're going to have things like the dictionary enabled. They're going to have things like wild menu. They're going to have tab completion. They're going to have tabs like sized the same way. There's a lot of stuff in a configuration file where it's just boilerplate and you might as well just copy it. It might be a good idea to understand like what it does, but I don't really think like writing it from scratch is a great idea in a lot of cases. It is fun though. It is fun if you do want to sit down and make something completely from scratch. That's what I did with BSPWM, and you do learn a lot about the software you're using when you do that. If Pop! OS switches to Arch, that'll be funny. Man, that would... Wait, System 76 is thinking about making Pop! OS a rolling release. Well, yeah, you'd have to swap from being a Ubuntu release to do that. Otherwise, you'd have to, like, manage your own repos. I would love that if they became an Arch-based distro. If that happened, Arch would then probably actually be the second biggest distro. Maybe, third biggest, I would say. Desktop space, definitely third biggest. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why I even clicked on this. OpenSUSE OS. Sneedacity hasn't had as much work done with it. Tenacity's had more work done. I'd love to see a GTK-based Audacity fork. What is Audacity, what is the GUI framework for Audacity right now? I actually have no idea. Is it Qt? Or is it something else? I genuinely have no idea what it is. Oh, there is going to be a video coming out about Brave Search soon. I've been using Brave Search recently, and you know what? Brave Search is really good. Like, I don't have anything negative to say about Brave Search. I want to have something negative to say about it, but I don't. It's just good. Like, I don't want Brave to be like the making the best stuff right now, but they just are. I can understand like why you might not want to use it, but DuckDuckGo is still based on Bing, start page is still based on Google. Brave search is really the only one doing something different, unless you want to do like a C-Rex instance or something. I think window managers are highly subjective. I think at the end of the day, most window managers are really the same thing. Like, there's, the way you configure them is different, but, like, the fundamental... The fundamental idea is basically the same. Sure, there's going to be differences between manual tilers and, like, automatic tilers, but that's really the only distinction that actually matters. Key sound. A keyboard sound software. Wait, did you make my soundboard that I've been too lazy to finish off? Yo, how you doing? Search results are better than DuckDuckGo, but it's still not as good as Google. Well, yeah, DuckDuckGo search results are bad because they're Bing search results. I think that's something that people forget about. Like, using DuckDuckGo, like, you're still just using Bing. The search results are going to be bad. This is just how it goes with Bing. I need to read through DuckDuckGo's policies. I actually got an email from StartPage, like the StartPage devs, about a week or so ago. It wasn't like for an ad or anything, but they're like, hey, we're StartPage. We saw you did a video on DuckDuckGo, which I didn't do. And we think it would be a great idea if you looked at our browser as well. It's like, well, I already used StartPage. I was using StartPage before that point. But before I started using Brave Search, StartPage is, like, the results are good, but you're still sending data to Google. You're not sending, like, you're sending it in a more anonymized state, but at the end of the day, you're still sending data to Google. Desktop environments versus window manager is useless. To be honest, like, why are you getting your friends and other people to switch to something just because you like it? If your friend likes GNOME, let them have GNOME. Yeah, companies always do great research. Honestly, I'm impressed when they manage to get my name correct in the email. I've actually had emails before where they left the, they didn't fill out the email template. So it was like, hi, insert creator. Like, no, I'm pretty sure StartPage is Bing. I'm pretty sure StartPage is Bing. Sorry, StartPage is Google. Sorry, not Bing. I don't think it's Bing. Someone correct me on that. I'm pretty sure it uses Google on the back end. Brodie. I have had, this wasn't a company email, but I've had some people call me Boride before, which is always a good spelling mistake. Firefox and Linux can't open new windows from launch or external links. StartPage uses Bing and Google. Okay. Can't load GitHub on Firefox. I think you need to... Wait. Hi, I have some weird problems with GitHub. Firefox can't load it at all, or it loads without most of the content. I post the logs here or r/Firefox. It works fine on Chromium or with the same settings on Windows 10 dual boot. It also works on fresh, uncustomized Firefox installation. Right, that's cool. You probably have like a cache issue. Pinging the website from the terminal with a simple ping github.com results with a ping github.com name or service not known most of the time. Have you considered this problem? Yeah, bangs are a really, really good feature of DuckDuckGo. That's a good question. Let's find out. I have no idea if Brave Search has an equivalent to bangs. I'm gonna find out right now. Yes, it does. Wow, okay. So I don't know, like, how complete and how many bangs there are here, but, they are supported here as well. AW. What is AW? I hadn't actually tried that one out, though. Brave has bangs. They're different, though. Is there any missing? Like, any, like, really useful ones missing? Or maybe any extras that would be cool. Archwiki. Oh. Right, yeah, that makes sense. Hello World at Ingle Farms in top 10 search results. Yes, it is. That's because I live close enough to Ingle Farm for it to be in my top 10 search results. Oh, that's one of the other things that makes... Bang is basically, I guess, a macro to let you search in some other search engine or search on some site. So you might have, like, a bang for Amazon, for example, and instead of having to go to the Amazon website, you could write exclamation mark, let's say, I don't know, A, and then search for, I don't know, Linus Torvalds plushie, and then it would search for a Linus Torvalds plushie on Amazon. I don't know if those exist, but they should. Same, actually, no, an RMS plushie would probably be better. He seems like he could fit the idea of a plushie. Did my camera just defocus? Come back. There we go. Cameras. There's also Bang AUR. Ooh, that's really useful. I use that a lot. I search for stuff on the AUR most of the time from, like, a search engine, rather than having to, like, do it from using something like Peru. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is, Gerson. Thank you. This is why I'm a bad YouTuber. Other people are much better at explaining stuff than I am. I need a bit of help with Lemon Bar. Man, Lemon Bar, that's a program. I remember doing a video on that one. How do I get Vim to stop highlighting something? Escape? Help H clip get moved to Git. Oh, so I bought something fun. What's my key? Is that one? That's the wrong one. That one. I bought something fun. I have a drawing tablet. I mainly bought it for Os. Also, I want to do some digital art stuff. I wanted to have it set up for this stream, but I'm using the... I've got the OTD drivers running right now for Os. And for some reason, it doesn't even remotely know, like, how wide my screen is. For some reason, it thinks my screen, like, with 3 monitors, 3840 wide. Now, I can guarantee that my 3 monitors put together, not 3840. So if I shrink it down to the size it should be, it doesn't actually line up with, like, my main screen. It, like, splits itself across all 3 of them. I have no idea how it managed to do that. But that's something I need to work out. It works fine with 2 screens, and it might work fine after a reboot, but... yeah, as it stands, it's a little bit jank. Where are we at? Were we just here? Yeah. Do you have any crypto addresses for donations? Haha, yes, thank you. You have just, given me a segue to something. Thank you. So, where is it? There we go. Website. So if there are any links that, if there are any links you want, they are all here. I haven't put that onto the bot yet. I need to do that. But yeah, if there's any crypto that you want me to accept that I'm not already, just let me know. I'll make a wallet. Yeah. But as for anything else, if there's anything else anything else you want to know about, it's all linked on here. Yeah. I've got that done the other day. Finally, it's only taken me like a year and a half to do. Like, it's taken way, way too long. I should put it on your screen like Luke. I could do that. But actually, what I should do is I should put a QR code there. That I think wouldn't be a terrible idea. But for the most part, Streamlabs is going to be easier for most people. And, you know, I'm going to pay my taxes, so I don't exactly need to care if I'm getting, like, private money or something. But, like, you can always just use the Monero one if you really want to. If that's how you want to do it, the Monero one is always there for you. Yeah. I guess DT's OS isn't Arch, it's Emacs. Why hasn't he done a video like that yet? Wait, has he done a video? Has DT done a video explaining why Arch Linux is now his bootloader? If he hasn't, you can have that idea for free. Ugh. Right, we're up to help hplip get moved to Git. Oh, yeah, it's actually a driver called hplip. Okay. Ableton on Linux. What is Oh, God. I'm not reading all that. That's something about... Okay, I'm an aspiring music producer doing EDM music. I always run Linux because it's far, far superior to Windows. Unless you're a music producer. In which case, as great... Like, I know that, like, Alpha uses Linux to do music production, but, like, there's a reason why a lot of people use Macs. Like, everyone... There's a like, when everyone else in the industry is using one thing, it kind of makes it easier to, like, just conform to the standard. That's one long poll. It is, though, isn't it? You should do a Takeover T episode with DT and maybe Chris Titus for another episode. I did have DT on ages ago. I need to ask Chris Titus at some point. We both follow each other on Twitter. It's just a matter of getting him on. Yeah. Asking him and having him reply. I think part of the reason why everyone just defaults to Mac is because everyone else defaults to Mac. Like, that's sort of the problem. It's that, like, it's not necessarily that there's anything better about the Mac hardware for music production. It's the fact that everybody else also uses that hardware. So it just makes sense for everyone else to conform to that, like, that one de facto standard, I guess. It's part of the reason why everyone uses, like, systemd, for example, on Linux. Because everyone else is using systemd. Why does everyone default to Chrome? Probably because, like, 5 or so years ago, back when Firefox was absolute garbage, everyone was like, hey, Chrome is better. Actually, probably like 10 years ago. Fuck. It's a really long time ago, isn't it? There was a while where Firefox was absolute garbage, and everyone was like, hey, you should start using Chrome now. And everyone started using Chrome. And now we're stuck. Latency is way lower on Mac. Aha. Okay. Maybe there is something hardware-wise. But I know you can do music production perfectly fine on Windows. So, I don't know. Oh, speaking of your podcast channel, do you plan to do a podcast with Luke? If I remember correctly, he's fine with being interviewed. I don't have any plans for it right now, but I'm happy to try to arrange something. Once again, it's just a matter of doing the arranging and then having him actually say yes. Can't edit previous change. What do we have here? Latency is awful. Well, okay, no, there's a... Are we talking about music production as in music recording or music editing? Because there's two very distinct things there. What do we have here? What is your problem? Print F? Sure, we're doing a print F. Oh god, that dropped to nothing. What are we doing here? How have you managed... I don't even know how you managed to break this. Luke called you a soy dev in the unofficial Luke Matrix. I don't think he wants to be interviewed. Wait, really? Wait, really? Did that happen? Wait, is that actually, wait, tell me that actually happened. If that did happen, if you're in my my Matrix or my Discord, find a screenshot of that and send it to me. I want to see that. Unless it happened like ages ago. If it was like a couple of weeks ago or something, don't worry about it. But if it was recent, I want to see a screenshot. That's hilarious. I might make it my new Twitter banner if that actually did happen. I hope he called me a soy dev. That sounds hilarious. I want to do my video on why being a soy dev is a good thing. Also, you know, Luke isn't really in any position to, like, you know, judge developers. It's not like he's done development work before. Like, I'm not here talking about, like, linguistics. Because I don't know shit about linguistics. It was when someone showed him your rant on the website. Oh, yeah, his website where he was asking for a $10,000 job for some pay and exposure. That job? Yeah. Ah, okay. Like, oh, you're not gonna be paid an exposure. Literally just paying you an exposure. Soy devs built the internet. It's like, hey, have you ever heard of this guy called Brendan Ike? He made this little thing called JavaScript, and made this other thing. You might have never heard of it, called Firefox. I don't know. And if you look at a picture of Brendan Ike, like, you know, I think he would fit like what Luke would probably call a soy dev. I don't think we found a single topic from doing this so far. Bio, official soy dev. Officially certified soy dev. JavaScript is bloat. It is bloat, but it also makes the web go round. Luke said someone did it for free with some Python scripts. Aha. And I'm sure it handles all of the taxation and currency conversion stuff that would need to be done to make that actually work. I'm sure. Please make a video on Anand Nike-tan cybercrime. Niki-tan? I don't know what that is. Been uploaded to YouTube. Revolution OS. Python backend is gonna run worse than Snap. Wait, so hold up a second. So he said someone was going to. Wait. So he said he was gonna consider paying someone, and someone just did it for free. Wait, Will, if you're in chat right now, you called it. We both called it that some Luke simp was just gonna do it for free. Some dude on 4chan would just, like, make his website for him without any pay. Productivity workflow. Why do you always act the same? Wait, why do you always act about the exact same thing? Why do you always act about the exact... I don't know what that means. Why do you always act about the same thing every time? Does that make any sense to anyone else? Because it definitely doesn't make any sense to me. Can you please check out Richard Stallman's What's Bad About? I certainly can do that. Why do you always ask about the exact same thing every time? I'm not sure where you're going with that. Phone keyboards. Man, I love phone keyboards. Phone keyboards are great. G is allergic to making money. I would have thought G would be, like, all on board with making money. Why NeoVim and not Vim? Back when I first started using NeoVim, there was one, or when I was using Vim, there was one plugin I wanted to try out for a video that wouldn't work in base Vim. And then I stopped using base Vim, and now it's been 2 years, and I never went back. That's literally the only reason why. Okay, we found an article on Richard Stallman's personal website. What a beautiful site this is. Who even needs CSS, though? To be honest, this website still doesn't even look that bad. Like, it looks better than some websites that have a bunch of CSS. Mouse scrolling doesn't work in base Vim. Base shirt. Thank you. I have the, I have some of the new Nyanas merch on order as well. Reasons not to use Microsoft. Amazon, Google parent company Alphabet, and Microsoft are being sued. When was this happening? Are we talking about right now? Wait, when is the article written? This is an article... Okay, so this is at least from last year. Microsoft are running patent protection racket. Yeah, fair enough. Microsoft tablets and phones impose censorship applications. Sure enough. Microsoft forced a ridiculous open standard, OOXML, used in docx files through the International Standards Organization by corrupting most of the National Standards Organization devoted. The specification document was so long that it would be difficult to for anyone else to implement properly. When the proposed standard was submitted through usual track, experienced evaluators rejected it for many good reasons. Microsoft responded by using a special override procedure in which its money buys the support of many of the voting countries, thus bypassing proper evaluation, demonstrating that ISO can be bought. All of that's probably very true. But you can't just say it's not an open standard because it's a complicated standard. So, like, this point is dumb. But, sure, Microsoft probably did pay to get it a standard because it's a bloody complex standard. And I can see why, people would have an issue with it. Base Vim doesn't even have support for Lua plugins, does it? Microsoft pressured nearly all manufacturers of PCs to pay for a Windows license for every machine sold. One way to avoid is buy hardware that is never sold with Windows. So I kind of wondered, like, do they have any, do they have a list of hardware that you can buy that does not have Windows installed? Not a very long list, apparently. This list might need to be updated a little bit. Yeah, it's a fairly standard, Stallman list. And what's bad about lots of companies? Surprisingly, YouTube's not on here. How is YouTube not on here? Why is Pay Toilets on here? Okay, let's read about... let's read a bit about what Stallman thinks about paid toilets. Videos about NVIM distro. What in the world does that mean? Pay toilets are nasty and ought to be illegal. Those of us who are not poor can afford the price if we accept the practice. Poor people can't. To deny people access to a toilet when they need one is nasty and degrading. I have concluded that the least we can do is eliminate pay toilets, is to avoid giving them money. Instead of paying them, I go to great lengths to find some other toilet. Please join me in rejecting pay toilets firmly. Man, I love Stallman. Like, Stallman's website is so amazing. Probably YouTube is in Google. Probably, but I would personally have a separate page specifically just for YouTube. There is... Oh, a few... Yeah, there's a few references. Personally, I would... Oh, this is one point. I would have put it on a separate page. But that's just me. I didn't even know these were a thing. I've never... I don't know if these are a thing in the US, but I don't think they exist in Australia. Grubhub? What is Grubhub? Oh, it's DoorDash and Uber Eats. I've never heard of Grubhub. I thought it was just like him intentionally misspelling GitHub. I actually don't use like Uber Eats or anything. I just drive because I'm not that lazy that I can't just drive to a shop. Grubhub's ad is the worst. I don't know if Grubhub even exists here. We do have one that you guys probably don't have called Deliveroo. Evernote. Well, ebooks. What's his problem with ebooks? Let's find out. Oh god. Wait. You described the problem with ebooks by making an ebook. Okay, cool. With printed books, you can buy one with cash anonymously, then you own it. You are not required to sign a license. Sure, fair enough. Contrast with Amazon ebooks. Okay, so his problems with Amazon ebooks. Does he have a problem with just DRM-free ebooks? I don't see any mention of DRM-free. I can't see any reason why he would have an issue with them. It seems like this is mainly about him having a problem with Amazon, which is fair. Amazon's a terrible company. A new book's but dangerous. When did he write the Zoom one? How long ago was this one? Doesn't have a date. Okay. Stolman, please put dates on your stuff. Is there something in, like, the source? Okay, we'll go inspect element. Or view page, sorry. Any sort of reference to a year in here. You linked to an article from 2020, so I'm guessing you probably wrote this one fairly recently. Exists here in PH. The most expensive is 20 freedom cents. Evernote is possibly worse than Microsoft. What is that red juice you're drinking? This is Summersby blackberry sparkling cider. Delicious. It's very bad for you. And it's like you're drinking, I was wrong. Luke said... No, please, just get a screenshot of it. I want to see it anyway. That's already good enough. That's good enough for me. That's effectively soy dev in my mind. Oh, Ancestry. Let's find out what his problem with Ancestry.com is. Don't let Ancestry.com test your DNA. It will sell the information. Fair enough? Yes. Same thing with 23andMe. I don't know why he doesn't mention that one specifically. Your relatives could be denied medical insurance as a result. Wait, what? Is that a thing you guys do in the US? You guys are so weird. I don't understand United States insurance. Ancestry advertised myfamily.com as a secure place to store family memories, then shut it down. Where do I paste the screenshot? Discord, Matrix. If you put it in like general or something, or just anywhere that I'll see it, just let me know where it is and I'll find it. Yeah, that's fine. I'll find it afterwards. That's perfectly fine. You can use network services to communicate information, but don't depend on them as a place to preserve it. Wait, is this Wendy's as in like... Okay, this is Wendy's as in the fast food place. The coalition of email... Okay, sure. Wendy's doesn't like tomato farmers. Yeah, stream chat's fine. I don't know if that one's synced to Matrix, though. I'm not sure if he's on... judging by the fact that he said Brodie's general, he's on Matrix. I don't know if that one is... I don't know if that one... If stream chat is synced. The Discord communication system requires running a non-free client. Yep, fair enough. The program reportedly collects a lot of data about its users. The developer denies the claims that Discord reports which processor running the user's machine. I have no way of determining the fact that this specific point, whether it collects those particular data, is a minor detail. I mention it only to avoid appearing to assert a criticism that might not be true. Discord insists on tracking users. Users report the Discord shut off their accounts and won't tell them why. That is, I definitely know has happened. Discord may demand a talk with you by phone if it decides you are suspicious. Wait, what? Wait, that actually happened? Hey, I work at Discord, and actually this system is a thing I work on, and code my team wrote caused your account to be locked. If my team is doing a good job, you won't notice us. If we're doing a bad job, you might get some spam, or your account may be blocked for false positives. Wait, that actually did happen. Okay, sure. Discord gets lots of spam. We've disabled and or challenged millions of accounts for trying to use our platform for unsolicited spam, trying to advertise their service, sex bots, crypto spam, etc. The spam attacks against our platform vary in terms of how elaborate and skilled they are. Some are very obvious in terms of detection perspective, and some are not. Jeez Christ, there's a lot of reading. That's so weird. Okay, yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, that... Sure. Discord's a weird place, I guess. Right, now I have to go see that... I have to go see that message now. Just to make sure I don't have anything sketchy open. Oh, here we go. The site is actually out there and working. I'm just finishing up some things for posting it. Time to consume books. I guess Brodie completely BTFO'd Lamau. This video sounds like a Reddit post. I didn't know he made a video about that. Honestly, very stupid. 5 figures. The absolute state of dev entitlement. Some guy just emailed me a nearly done project within a day. Just a couple of Python scripts, lol. He did it for free. By the way... what a fucking sap. Oh, what a sap. Man, anyone who did that for free really, really is dumb. I love that. Which Discord do you use, Brodie? I do not remember. I use... Oh, my drink is empty. I use Arch Linux. Just a couple of Python scripts. Yeah, it's a couple of Python scripts so it doesn't do everything that it needs to do. Because what's going to happen is Luke isn't actually handling all of the stuff that needs to be handled. That's yeah. Like, look, you can make yourself a tax liability if you really want to. That's your prerogative. But like, I wouldn't do it. I really wouldn't. There is an entire no system D website. That sounds like fun. Brodie should do a Discord speedrun on getting blocked by the Linux and GNOME foundations. Luke's being Luke. Luke is being Luke. Yeah, someone made it a couple of Python scripts because it just doesn't do everything it needs to do. Like, you can... Okay, here's the thing. Doing what Luke wanted was easy. Doing what Luke actually needs is not. There's a great picture. I'll see if I can find it. Is it called? If I look at what the customer wants, will I find it? The customer wants meme. Yeah, let's see if I can find it. Here it is. This basically sums up the problem. So, as proposed by the project sponsor, as specified in the project request, as designed by the senior architect, as produced by the engineers, as installed at the user's site, what the customer really wanted. Making the actual project not very difficult. actually getting to the state that the customer actually wants it in, you know, the customer needs it in, better yet, is a bit harder. There's a bunch of different variations of it, but would you pay for a domain? A domain... a domain for what? Would I pay for a domain? I've paid for domains. I own domains. Oh, I guess I'm renting domains? Yeah, I'm renting domains. I've got, Brodie Robertson.xyz and also techofat.xyz. Right now, the other podcast one, it just exists for the sake of doing redirects. There's not actually like an actual site there. So if you go to techofat.xyz, it literally just sends you to a blank white page. I wouldn't mind Linux Foundation using MacBooks if they somehow replace macOS with Linux, and if they use FOSS alternatives to Adobe. That's not going to happen, because Linux Foundation doesn't care about desktop Linux. Like, they're a server they're a server advocate. That's the word. No systemd.org, a legit list other init system. Lol, that's dedication. Well, there's not really many to list that are relevant. Oh, on that note, there is a video coming very soon where I talk about init systems, but I show something off that's really, really cool. So remember how I forgot what my password was on my Gen 2 VM? And people were like, oh, you should just like use the you should use the ISO and like chroot into your system. I didn't need to do that. There was a much easier way to do it that would have taken like 5 seconds to fix. No needing to chroot or anything like that. You can just completely avoid the problem of needing the password. Systemd is everywhere, you can't replace it. Well, you could, but you'd need to replace it with something that does everything that systemd does. So, like, a bigger systemd. Man, I'm not surprised that... I'm not surprised that Luke didn't like my take. Here's the funny thing. All of the devs I've spoken to had the exact same take that I had. Like, it's just the people who aren't developers who didn't think that, who didn't think it was a big deal. You can even go check it back on, like, Luke's video. Anyone who was a developer on there was like, this is insane. You're insane right now. Why are you asking this? Let's see. Is it possible to display date formats from one country in another language? Probably make it like a lookup table or something. So I wonder if well, actually, no. I think date, format, and language are independent of each other. Systemd's nuts. 4chan user use Artix. Alcohol. Oh, I found a VTuber recently whose gimmick is that she's an alcoholic. Sadly, she was streaming when Cyan was streaming today. Otherwise, it would have been her stream. And that would have been amusing to watch what was going to happen there. What are your thoughts about development of GNU/Linux in India? Are there any thoughts I should have on that? I didn't know there was some special thought about Linux in India. Tell me about the state of Linux in India. I have no idea why you're even asking that question. 4chan user, also don't forget to subscribe to Luke's script. Look, I still very much appreciate like what Luke did for the channel. But the reason why I started my channel is because I I thought there are a lot of places where he was, like, sort of missing with his content that I felt really need to be addressed. And then I made really bad content for like a year and a half, and now I make slightly better content. Hopefully it's better. But that's the reason why I started the channel. And now he doesn't even do videos, really. Actually, when was the last time Luke did a video? Was it like a week ago? 2 weeks ago? I'm not even sure. Pretty sure Bugs Rider is the chief Linux producer. Bugs Rider's a cool dude. I want to bring him on the podcast at some point. He's been in the Livestream chat a couple of times. Always cool dude to chat to. Finally turned off my computer after an uptime of 7 hours and 40 minutes. Oh, whoa, what a crazy guy. Imagine leaving your computer on for 7 hours. Oh my god. If my computer's not on for 7 hours, like, that's just like a bad day. I must have like done something to break some configs. I sometimes like to comment on your old videos just to remind you what you used to... Oh, stop doing that. Don't, please. I occasionally get like comments on... Not from you, from like other people on like really old stuff. Bugs Rider is another Luke cultist. Bugs Rider doesn't like Luke. Please do not install Kali Linux as a daily driver. Yeah, the devs have specifically said don't do that. My current uptime is 98 hours, 34 minutes. I turn my computer off at night because electricity is expensive. But I think the longest I've left it on probably is like 30 hours maybe. And that's only because I like turn it on first thing in the morning the day before. And then I render stuff overnight. And then I leave it on like the rest of the next day. Yeah, that does seem to be the case. This is why I don't talk about things like this on my channel, because I just... I don't think I have the relevant knowledge to make a... To give other people a... Or to help other people make a decision. I will just talk shit about software all day, because at the end of the day, like, it doesn't really matter if I say something kind of wrong about that. It's not gonna, like, change someone's life. I stick to the things where it's not really a big deal, or things that, like, I actually know about. Is that the Newsboat RSS reader? You were the first person to actually guess that. Yes, it is. Most people think it's like some Reddit client. Oh, it also says in the corner, doesn't it? Oh, don't do that. Stop watching my old anime videos. Man, imagine if this actually was like an anime channel at this point. That would be... Imagine if I kept doing that and I turned this into like an anime review channel. Anime review and like Linux. That was going to be like my initial plan. And then I realized that was stupid and I stopped doing that. Increase pipe wire sample rate. I need to open my... It's getting warm in here. Yeah, I don't know how people get the program wrong then. You redo a healer? No, I'm not doing that. I like my ad revenue. And I like not being cancelled. Oh, yeah. You did do that, didn't you? Wait, speaking of videos, am I just having some, like, deja vu moment? Or has DT now done 2 videos on, like, Debian Unstable, calling it a rolling release? I know he's done... I'm almost certain he did one a couple of months ago about the exact same topic. Maybe I'm going crazy? Maybe I am, but I'm almost certain he's done a second video on it now. What is this? The Kappa launcher. Oh, that's actually really useful. Oh. What are you even watching that in? That's not the Twitch client. What are you watching that in? I know it is, but he keeps calling it like a rolling release. I don't understand. I might just take this one for my personal use, actually. That's actually really useful. We'll put it on this one. Wait, that's the wrong list. That one. He did. Oh, it was Ubuntu. Okay, okay. Right. I thought it was similar, but I guess they're both Debian based. One of them is Debian. I'd just like to interject for a moment. What you're referring to as Linux is in fact anime/Linux, or I've recently taken to calling it anime plus Linux. Linux is not an operating system unto itself. Wait, I'll see if I can find something fun. It should. Yeah, it's. I guess it opens up like your Twitch follows or something. Where is it? I've lost it now. Should have saved the link so I could show it on stream. Okay, go to the thing. Go to the page. Describe any incident when you were forced to use Windows for university or school. Let's... I'm trying to find a video. Now I can't find it. God damn it, why can't I find it now? Ah, there it is. Found it, okay. Here we go. Look, it's a cat.
I'd just like to interject for a moment. What you are referring to as Linux is in fact GNU Linux, or, as I have recently taken to calling it, GNU plus Linux. Linux is not an operating system unto itself, but rather... I'd just like...
There you go. Okay, that's what I was looking for. I just wanted to find an excuse to show that. I love that video. Brodie Kappa launcher uses stream link to open MPV and Chatterino. Kappa oh, okay, so it's Chatterino. Right. I forgot the program that we were just looking at was just called. I think Chatterino is on my list as well. Oh no, it might just be Chatty that I've got on my list. Yes, it is just Chatty. Thank you. I don't know what this VTubers are over party tag is about. I keep seeing people using it. I feel like I'm out of the loop here. Do you use nitrogen or just fair or hsetroot? I use hsetroot right now. Uwu/Linux. If there is not already an Uwu/Linux, then I am disappointed. I'm disappointed in the weebs. Search up Plasma Closet, proprietary shit copy, and Reddit. Search to find Windows 11 GUI cloned on KDE. Isn't that just Windows 10 GUI with a slight change? Where are we looking at? Okay, okie doke. What we got here? Okay. I tried to search for that on Brave search. It didn't work. Now to Google. That also didn't work. Wait. I've seen countless posts that are like this. I can just find any random one, and they'll all look exactly the same. Like, here we go. Here's just like... Here's a completely different one that, like, is the exact same thing. That actually looked really good. That's actually a really good replication. People are I've seen people complaining about how, like, Windows 11 looks like KDE. That's not a bad thing. Like, KDE looks good. Sway seems promising. They designed most of the excellent programs like Sway Output and things for keybinds. Ooh. Yeah, that's one of the problems with Wayland, where because everything is pseudo sandboxed, you just don't get the stuff you'd expect working. That's why you need like Pipewire to do screen capture, for example. Unless you have a specific API and then the program specifically supports that API as well. You hype for Donda. Is this what is that? So it carries over from the heaviness of KDE. Well, at the end of the day, like all desktop environments are heavy. VTubers are a party is a hashtag created by Bobber WCC, collaborate with indie VTuber like Cyan Yan. It's a collection of videos where he kills VTubers. Okay, sure. Ubuntu and Yacht exist. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? I knew there was a Yacht logo. I didn't know if like there was an actual distro there. VBreOffice. What the hell is VBreOffice? Oh, wait, I did a video on that, didn't I? I did too many videos. Menja. The funny thing about that one is like it doesn't get pronounced differently unless like you pronounce the ja and the ja slightly differently, but like most English speakers don't. Brodie and Wayland, everything you would want to works thanks to WL roots and Pipewire. Someone said Debian the best Linux distro for lesbians. I don't know where that meme started from, but I have heard that one as well. How to install specific older NVIDIA driver? Why is it that whenever someone comes to Linux, they forget how to install software? It's like, if you need to install something older, you can do stuff outside of your package manager. Like, you don't need to use it in, like, if there's some, like, edge case where you need to avoid it. Like, why? Like, it can't be just me that's noticed it, that everyone just seems to forget how to install software. Is Xorg running as root a serious security concern or just a meme? For a home user, probably not a big deal. But any security vulnerability can be exploited under the correct conditions. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Perpetual printer problem. Wait, I've just realized I'm not showing you the screen. Perpetual printer problem, also known as Linux. Maybe someone's gonna bully me for this one, but the reason my Windows boot ever gets used, like, is because I want to print stuff. I only ever print stuff on Windows because I cannot be asked getting my printer working on Linux. There's two use cases for it. OSU and printing. That's the only reason to use Windows. I would use OSU Laser, but the problem is that Ranked doesn't work on Laser right now because Peppy I don't know, is too lazy to implement ranking for some reason. Even though everything else works, he's just like, I'm just not going to do ranked yet. It'll come later. Which GPU drivers to install for Intel GPUs? I'm going to guess the Intel ones. That's probably a good start. I tried to get Wine set up for Osu, but I couldn't work out how to do it. Maybe I'm just dumb. But you've also got the problem of extra input delay. Osu is it's a rhythm game with community-made maps, and it used to only have a proprietary client, but Osu Laser is the new open source client being made. Cups, man, Cups. Cups is such a great set of software. There's one line, anime music rhythm game, exactly. What's your opinion on Bedrock Linux? Bedrock is actually a really interesting concept. I haven't used Bedrock myself. For anyone who doesn't know what Bedrock is, basically, it describes itself as like a meta Linux distribution. So technically, like, I could install apt, or I could install, I don't know, Pac-Man on any distro out there. But the whole concept of Bedrock is supposed to be used with multiple package managers, which makes it very easy to break. Like, you could break Bedrock without trying very hard. Just install the same program on from apt and from Pac-Man and just see what happens. But it also gives you a lot of freedom sort of like out of the box. I think it's a really cool idea. I don't think most people should be running it, because if you want a distro that's actually difficult to maintain, Bedrock is going to be the difficult to maintain one. But it's cool. And I think it's a really interesting way to use Linux. You know, if you search Emacs on Google, it shows did you mean Vim, and when you search Vim, it shows did you mean Emacs, indicating how Google engineers are also political Linux elitists. Well, yeah, the devs at Linux are just like people. Maybe Google is an evil company, but I don't think everyone who works at Google is evil. There's going to be people that have like a sense of humor. Would be a fun stream? What would be a fun stream? Bedrock, are we talking about? That would be interesting, actually. I'd be up for checking that out, seeing how it goes. Bedrock has package manager. Package manager. Yes, package manager. That's a good way to put it. Why won't package file updates run? I mean, how could you say anyone at Google is evil? Tech Lee was at Google once. And did you know Tech Lee was a millionaire? And his wife left him because he's a millionaire who worked at Google? Compared to Linux, why doesn't Windows run well on old hardware? Because Windows is very heavy. And I don't have anything. Let's find out what people have to say about why Windows doesn't run well on old hardware. From the good folks over at r/Linux. Marketing. Okay. Windows 10 is very unhappy. Is it unhappy? If it doesn't get its downtime to do background tasks, if you stuck with it for a while, it would likely speed up. What? That's not how software works. From the GNOME team. I think Windows has done remarkably well with backwards support, but new applications and web browsers demand a lot more resources than before. That kind of is not great for older hardware. That has nothing to do with Windows. Okay, here we go. Here's an answer. So, Linux can be pared down. I think you mean like, maybe pared down means something. For now to do just what you want, what you need /want. Sort by top. I'll do that in a second. Meaning that if you only want to edit text, why bother with a full GUI? If you want a GUI, but do not have a GPU or do not want fancy graphics, you can run a minimal window manager. This is a good answer and only has 2 upvotes. Very good answer. Okay, let's go by top. Windows 10 has become an I/O pig. Windows 10 runs great on old hardware provided it has an SSD. That's not an answer. Okay, I'm not reading your massive thread. Show me OP posts. Mr. Tech Lead also thinks Linux is a waste of time. Right, because he knows what clickbait is. He's good at clickbait. Windows should honestly run fine on that machine. It's not that old. Might be a bug somewhere. On what's the machine? i7-5600U, Intel HD 5500. Yeah, you could run Windows 10 perfectly fine on that. Yo, Umka. Not that's awfully close to Umfa. But sure. Hi, welcome. Why do I expect like the intelligent post to like get upvoted? Linux is more flexible in dealing with small underpowered systems. Like this is why I really hate Reddit. People provide a good answer and like no one cares. But then people are like, haha, look. I say meme post. Haha, Windows 10 IO pig. Upvote for days. Reddit. Vim in Arch question. Okay, let's find out about Vim in Arch question. There's also a guide for reducing latency. I will take a look at it. What is this? Okay, I missed this in the wiki. What does this have to do with Arch? So I'm wondering how to keep using the Arch installed plugins working along with Vim plug installed plugins. What? Someone help me out here. I'm pretty sure that on Arch Linux, you don't get any extra Vim plugins. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure there's not any extras. As much shitpost as there is in G, you actually get very good info if you lurk long enough. Well, the exact same is true about Reddit as well. Like, most of Reddit is trash, but like occasionally I will see like really good posts and I'll think like that's something I want to make a video about. Wait, did he actually put as a millionaire in the title? Man, Tech Lead, he knows what he's doing. Also, the correct answer is you should buy a baby blue G305. That's the correct answer. That is the best mouse for programming. What are some annoying things about macOS? Are you asking us on r/Linux? I've only used MacBooks or iPhones a handful of times in my life. Okay. That was for work. If app, oh, he just said the bad thing. He said that. Wait, it got deleted. Okay, let's find out. Let's see if anyone mentions Unix. Come on. It is possible to install Vim plugins from the AUR. Right, of course, but I'm not sure what point he was getting at. If you want Adobe Suite in Unix-based environment, then macOS it is. Damn, no one's taken the Lunduk taken here, where they're like, but actually, macOS isn't actually a Unix-based operating system. It's not actually based on BSD. I wanted the take. It's not here. Only Apple I own is an Apple 2. Is that spelling mistake there? 2II? I don't know about Apple computers that old. It's older than me. That's cool. Are you a computer collector, or did you just, like, happen to own it because, I don't know, it was just sitting in your garage for the past 20 years? I want to try Arch, but also don't want to mess up my Manjaro. No, that's what you want to do. You want to mess up your Manjaro so you can use Arch instead. I'm having a lot of annoying issues that have never existed back on Windows, back when I was using Windows. Committing Linux aside. Man, I really hate Reddit sometimes. Dual boot. Just dual boot. Nearly, I was given to you. Okay. I didn't even notice the rant tag, yeah. Arch Linux multiple sounds breaking everything. Yes. I can't say anything more. Linux audio is flaky sometimes. Like, it's fine on most hardware, and then you get, like, a bad hardware configuration, and it just doesn't work. Bluetooth connected, but no sound comes out. Are you using... you're using Bluetooth speakers. There's your problem. Did you install Pulse Audio Bluetooth? Yup. That's why I have a Bluetooth module thingy. I do not use it for any audio because Bluetooth audio it's bad enough on a phone where Bluetooth is just integrated and works well. Wait, did someone ask another question again? I don't even see the question. Do you use Vimlang or Lua for your Vim config? I use Vimlang because I have not updated it yet. I know, before someone asks me, I will do a video on Lua configuration at some point. You don't need to keep reminding me. It will happen eventually. It's just a matter of me sitting down and actually doing it. And I am lazy. It took me 2 years to make a static website. Why do people use Vim? Because they don't want to use Nano. Because they're afraid of Nano. I have opened Nano a grand total of 3 times. And I think all of those times were on stream. Phone keyboard, bruh. Look, you know what you should do instead? You should learn how to swipe type. Learn how to type like with a Japanese keyboard. Rather than doing phonetic typing, learn how to use proper keyboard. Because they don't like Emacs or Nano. I don't even know how to use Nano. Like, that might sound dumb, but I genuinely don't know how to use Nano. I don't know what the C colon at the start of the ZSH command... Wait. I don't know meaning about the C colon at the start... At the ZSH terminal command line, right? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, that's part of your... It's part of your prompt. It's... You're using Oh My ZSH. I guarantee it. I don't know how to... I know how to exit Nano. That's about it. I don't. You're ahead of me. I know more about how to use Emacs than I do know how to use... How to use Nano. Tech Lead is the king of clickbait. I've just read this title. Why I don't dual boot Linux. Linux is free if you don't value your time. Yeah, that's the famous one. Best VS Code Vim extension. VS Code NeoVim. Literally just search for that phrase and you will find the best one. It is always painful for me to pick from 256 color palette. Finally, I wrote tiny online color picker to ease Vim and terminal palette tuning, so I'm happy. Are you Mate, you made a you made a color picker by just using the color picker element. You didn't make a shit, I closed it. You didn't make anything. Shut up. Let's scroll back down to where we were. Yeah, use NeoVim client behind. Exactly. Oh god, we scrolled right past it. There we go. Yeah, that's the best one. Because not doing Vim emulation is just... It's just Vim. It's literally just Vim. Yeah, we're here. Okay. Welcome back, Gerson. How you doing? New shell. A new type of shell. I vaguely recall seeing this one a couple of times. I have not even considered doing a video yet. Wait. Oh, wait. Did I just see what I thought I saw? Ha ha ha. Look at this. It's cargo. Do you know what that means? That means it's written in Rust. Let's find out why the new shell is so good. Let's get started. So it has its own built-ins that are not using your system commands. Oh, that's good. Cargo is my favorite application. I love Cargo so much because the second I mention Cargo, people freak out because they're like, Rust! Oh my god, it's Rust! I can't believe you're using Rust! The language that rusts over time. LS wear size greater than 1 kilobyte. Oh, so it tries to do the whole, like, it's human readable. Yeah, these are not... It's doing one of two things. One, it has its own custom built-ins. Two, it's taking the output of the program and then formatting them. I don't know which. I haven't tested it. I would imagine it's formatting it, but it could very well be using its own built-ins. DT a few months from now. No, DT's gonna make a video tomorrow doing that. DT right now is watching this stream and taking advice. Every time I come across like a really good idea for a video, the next day DT has already made a video about it. I have a feeling like he's bugged my phone or something. There's no way he hasn't, because he always gets the stuff like the instant I think it's a good idea. Oh, you can install it on the Windows if you want to. You know what? Screw it. New shell is going to go onto my list. If it's not already there. It probably is there. New shell. 355 things ago. Okay, it's on the list. Alternative to NeoFetch, Machina is written in Rust, is much faster. I think someone's mentioned that one to me already. Didn't call it Nutshell. Nut. Machina. If I just look up Machina NeoFetch, I should be able to find it, I guess. Here we go. Thank you, Cloudflare. Let me see the damn website. Cloudflare. Wakey, wakey. You good? You gonna show me something now, Cloudflare? Nope. Cloudflare. What a great service. They're scared of Hacker Brodie. Okay, well, I'm not going to show you Machina then. You gotta unblock U Matrix. I am elite hacker. Okay, I'll see if I can find... If I just look at Machina GitHub, I should be able to find it then. Machina GitHub. Oh, I've already gone to the GitHub before, I guess. Make XMPP chat. Oh, right, it's this one. Righto. I think that one is already on my list. Yes, it is. I can't wait until there's a stable Rust-based OS. You mean Linux? You mean Linux in 15 years? I'm using a Chromium browser, though. Brodie is an Australian Amish robot. Do you know how dumb that sounds? I like it, though. That's going to be my VTuber, my VTuber concept. There you go. Bitch lasagna. Hello, fake account. Welcome. That is a good song. So it shouldn't be a good song, but it's a good song for some reason. Yeah, there is. I can't remember the name of it, though. Brodie, have you tried switching your keyboard layout? You mean, like, to something not QWERTY? No, I have not. Because my typing speed is already bad. So I don't know why I would make it worse. Yeah. People who hate System D should hate Cloudflare too. I think you just hate Cloudflare in general. It's just a good state to be in. Bash tar, a simple guitar in Bash. What? What does that mean? Do you mean a... Okay. Devs. Okay. When you have this thing called GitHub, right? Please include a picture of your website. Of your application. It's not difficult. You just, like, download, I don't know, Flameshot or FFmpeg can even take screenshots and just put a picture there. It's very easy. Yes, Redux, that's the one. PSA, please write good README files, thanks. Yes, exactly. Do that. Like, everything else is fine, but, like, adding a screenshot literally takes, like, 2 seconds. Function keys. That's not a question. I'm trying to use the human set of keys inside Vim. The human set of keys. What? But instead of the F keys trigger system shortcuts like F11, maximize the window, or F10 goes to new tab in GNOME Terminal. Stop using shit software then. No, it's because you've got it bound to other things on your system. So of course the hotkeys are gonna, like, do other things on your system. I'm not even asking for something difficult here. Like, it's one thing to be like, yeah, a GIF's hard. Or, I know ASCII Cinema does exist. That's really cool. Or Ask Cinema? Ask Cinema? Whatever it's called. The thing where you can, like, record your, record, like, a piece of software like that. That's great and all, but even just a screenshot. That's all I ask. Are kids allowed to install Arch Linux Plus? I don't think Arch Linux has an over 13 rating, unlike a certain piece of software was going to. So yes. C bonsai. Generate random bonsai trees in your terminal. I think I heard about this one ages ago. Oh god, I zoomed in a lot. Well, look at this. It's a GIF. What is this? Wow, it's a bonsai tree for people who are so sad they don't even want to, like, grow a tree in the real world. They're gonna grow a damn tree in their terminal. Like, it's cool. That's a cool algorithm. But like, I love that someone actually sat down and was like, yes, this is how I'm going to spend my weekend. I'm going to write an algorithm to generate bonsai tree. Man, I love developers. I love that just like random shit you'll find if you like look hard enough. We need Windows to become 18 plus ready so everyone uses Linux instead. Do you want Anthony from LTT to make a Linux series / channel? I absolutely do. I 100% want that to exist. I don't know whether it's going to happen, but I think he could definitely pull off like the same thing that Wendell does. And LTT has like a lot more resources than they do over at Level 1 Techs. So I think there could be a lot of really cool stuff being done. Especially when things like the Steam Deck drops. But you can even do stuff like, I don't know, setting up, like, emulators, rigs and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of really cool stuff that I think they could definitely do. Or they could just go, like, balls to the wall with it. Anthony Tech Tips. Doesn't have the same ring to it, doesn't it? Linux Tech Tips. Yeah, I think... Oh, the problem with Linux Tech Tips is then you're doing some trademark violations, and that's... probably not the best idea. Talking random, the computer file video about the first video stream of the coffee pot. I love programmers. I think I've seen that one. I can't recall if I have, but I think I have. Yeah, you, like... No one's run into issues right now putting Linux in the name, but you can't exactly just, like, use a trademarked word in your name. That's... And then, like, yeah, it's more complicated than that. And I don't think Linus Texas would be in a position where they would want to do that. But I hope they do make a Linux-focused channel. Especially now they have a Apple-focused channel. It kind of just makes sense to have it. Plus, also Anthony, so... Like, they have a host who could actually do it justice now. Until Anthony joined, they didn't really have anyone who really knew enough about Linux to actually make it a good channel. Am I the only one who really doesn't like LTT that much? No, you're definitely not. Check out my Discord occasionally, and you'll see a lot of people just trashing LTT. But I personally like them. I treat LTT stuff more as like infotainment rather than specifically intended to be informational. LTT is Linus Tech Tips. r/Linux hates LTT? Is it because they made a video... Oh, they made 2 videos, why Linux is just better and why Windows is just better? Why are PPAs on Debian/Ubuntu disliked by many? If the alternative is snaps, I feel like most people probably prefer PPAs. I don't really know much about PPAs, so I'm not really sure why... Why are people comparing PPAs to the AUR? I'm not really sure. I'm not an Ubuntu user, so I'm a leave that one. The best part of LTT videos is the segue to the sponsor. They're really good at that. Flatpaks are good, fight me. No, they are good. Yeah. Yeah. I can't really say anything more about that. They are good. I haven't used Ubuntu in years, but PPAs tend to have a ton of package conflicts. Right, okay. Handy ute. No, a ute is a sedan with a flatbed. Ute is not a shorthand for utility. You can't do that. Like, okay. Stop. Wait, here we go. This is a ute. Okay? Not that. That's a... Not technically. This is a ute. Ute is not a shorthand for utility. Don't do this. Stop appropriating Australian culture. Let's scroll through r/Linux memes. God, no. It's util. It always has been. Yes. Yes, util works. LTT is a consumerist channel, so it's fantastic for checking if a product is good or not. Yeah, that's a fair point. Well, recently, I occasionally like jump around with the channels that I watch. Right now, I've been binging a lot of Josh Strife Hayes. If you don't know who he is, he has a series called Worst MMOs, and like his entire channel is focused around MMOs. I don't play MMOs anymore because I respect my time, but I don't know, I like the way he presents videos. And I'll watch a 40-minute video about World of Warcraft, a game that I've never wanted to play. See you later, Damien. Have fun with whatever you're gonna go do. Luke Smith fell for every G meme. Can't take him seriously. Luke Smith is the human embodiment of G. He didn't fall for anything. LTT is good for hardware, in my opinion. I think that was... Okay, they are good for hardware, but I think that there's good options that exist now. Like, Digital Foundry is an amazing channel. Yeah, actually, just go watch Digital Foundry. Gamers Nexus is good. If you want more niche stuff, Clicks Phillip has... I think it's Clicks Phillip 2 that he does the hardware stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of really good channels out there. Maybe back in like the days where LTT first was getting into that stuff, it was a very different landscape. But it's really sort of, I guess the landscape's really matured in a way. What were your views on Arch Linux before you installed and used Arch Linux? Let's find out. And it got... oh no, he deleted it. Luke Smith was once mentioned that his father used Gentoo, and he uses Arch/Artix, and people commented, a Gentoo user biologically gave birth to an Arch user. His father didn't use Gentoo. The funny thing is, like, there are pictures of Luke, like, on his old website, back before he got, like, ingrained in G, and he was a perfectly normal person. Gentoo dad. I did see that one, and he got roasted in the comments because people were like, no, that's literally not the same thing. Yeah, I definitely did see that one. Debian running on Rust core utils. No, Debian doesn't run on the core utils. The core utils run on Rust. Run on Debian. What are you talking about? Redditors, get your shit straight. Also, yes, there are Rust core utils if you really want to use them. Go to GitHub, look up Rust core utils. You'll find them. It's literally titled like that. No, that's just that's backwards. Oh, they even link to it. Yeah, utils. Debian is peak comfy. Why? Yeah, even if I see Rust code every day at Mozilla, or you work at Mozilla, I was looking for an actual personal project. This is a Mozilla project. I learned Rust during the lockdown. I started contributing to the alternative core utils. The project aims at proposing a drop-in replacement for the C-based GNU core utils, and I wanted to evaluate if this could be used to run a regular Debian. A regular Debian? What does that mean? Do you know what the word drop in means? Like, do you know what this means right here? Drop in means that you can take the old one and put the new one there, and it works. Anyway, I expect that most of the readers know what the core utils is. It is a set of programs performing simple operations. Even if some commands are from the 70s, they're at the base of Linux, Unix, and macOS. While different implementations can be found, they are trying to remain compatible in terms of arguments, options, etc. This implementation of core utils isn't different. I'm still somehow confused if they want to run Rust stuff on Debian or if they want to rewrite Debian in Rust. No, what they're doing is just rewriting the core utils in Rust and then running it on Debian. Oh, so talking about packaging. What are you talking about? You just boot it and they work. Okay, I'm done. I'm done reading this stupid article. Operating systems are bloat. Use BIOS. Good luck finding new BIOS hardware, though. Like, if you want it... Obviously, you can go back and buy older hardware, but you're not finding new stuff with BIOS support. I want to start using Arch. Step 1. Download it. Goodbye, Windows. Goodbye. Goodbye. Trying to get those upvotes. Didn't work. Oh my god. Why is everyone on Medium, like, stuck so far up their ass? Like, no one cares about your goddamn life story. I'm really getting sick of stupid people on Reddit. Can't bring back icons in the GNOME. GUI change problem? I just came here. What are we sticking up asses again? Welcome, Cosmic Pegasus. You joined at a good time. No, Medium writers who just are so obsessed with their own ego. Mouse will change its volume all of a sudden. What a good side effect that is. Alternatives to Dracula. Literally anything. It's a theme. I actually installed the objectively best theme, VS Code Dark. I get the impression that almost all Medium users use Mac. Probably. I can imagine like a Medium writer sitting in a cafe with their Mac laptop, sipping their chai latte or their pumpkin spice latte. What would they be? They'd have their AirPods in. I don't know. What would they be listening to? What's the what music? What music would they listen to? Let me know. Because it certainly wouldn't be something good. Actually, the funny thing about AirPods is AirPods Pros are actually like good earphones. Like they shouldn't be. They're expensive, but they actually are good. Owlet is the best theme collection. I don't think I've heard of that one. Which one I better? I've never used... Which one is better? The one that supports your software. Top 10 charts. Yeah, probably. Justin Bieber? Is Justin Bieber a top 10er? I don't even know. I don't have any idea what music is popular right now. I listen to club bangers. Oh yeah, X10. I only X10 and X11. Wait, I want to see someone else mention X10. No one in here has mentioned X10. Oh. Man, X10 is my my favorite display server. Yeah, that's a good meme. Windows are going to be around for a very long time. Windbind on Manjaro. What the hell is Windbind? X10. Can I just start referring to X11 as X10 from now on? And just see how long it takes someone to, like, pick up on it? Why is it called a display server? Because it is a server. Because it run... Okay, here we go. Wait, So. I can't use my pen because... Wait, actually, maybe I can. Shit, let's find out. Let's draw something. Okay, where'd my drawing? Shit, I lost the pen. Okay, I can't draw something. I don't know where I put my pen. No, where'd the pen go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Where's the wait? How? I don't have Critter installed, sadly. Otherwise, we're using Critter. Okay, paintbrush. Okay, where? Oh yeah. Okay, this is what happens. So we're gonna use this half of the screen. Okay. So, we have this is our client right here, okay? And this client is going to connect to this thing over here. This is the server. This is the display server. This is basically how the model operates. So, this display server is going to be basically like, you know, generating all of the graphics. And then the client is basically where you're going to be seeing stuff. This thing over here. Basically, this is my half-drunk explanation about what a display server is. Basically, it operates with it's a client-server model. I'm sure I could explain this much better if I was thinking, but I'm not. I love having this now. This is actually great. I'll get it working properly so we can actually draw stuff on stream. But basically, it uses the client-server model. You know, if I actually was thinking about how to explain that properly, I'm sure I could probably do so, but I'm not. So, I'm not. Why did someone call themselves Brodie? Don't do that. According to German wiki, X was initially released as X 10.4. Okay, it was a thing. I genuinely don't know what's going on with my tablet, with it just not working properly. You actually understood. with the other drivers not working. Okay, good. I'm happy someone understood. I will be okay. I guarantee that I will be using that in videos. It will just be done better and not like I did just then. Weird hard crash with Nvidia card. I was born in 2005, so I don't know anything about X11 or X10. But if you're using Linux, you probably know about X11. Please help. That's how I feel every day. Today I had updates waiting for me in Pac-Man. Obviously updated, and now Grub doesn't show. And I'm actually booted into an uninstalled kernel. Suck shit. You probably didn't install your kernel properly, and now Manjaro's like, lol, what's a kernel? It does happen occasionally if you have like a power cycle or something like that during an update. Especially with like a kernel update. If you have issues during that, it might just break. Wait, did Microsoft steal the X? When did DirectX come out? I actually don't know. Can someone get me a year on that one? Wanted to showcase art done in Critter on Arch Linux. Let's see how good this art is. That's better than my art. Jesus Christ, that's very nice. Yeah, Crit is a powerful program. Wow. 1995, man. They stole the X. I didn't know DirectX was around for that long. That's crazy. Fedora is a community. Fedora is our OS. What? 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 Why is it titled like that? Let's find out about the Fedora project. Milady. I actually used to own a Fedora. Or a Trilby, I guess, technically. Sounds like a cult. Maybe I should go buy a Trilby just for the sake of this. Might fit perfectly. Jazza rated Critter as the highest rated free drawing program and GIMP as the worst. GIMP is not a drawing program. GIMP is barely like an image editor. Japanese input. Ah. Yes. Yes, Japanese input. What is Japanese input? Nihongo wa shabu di. Wait, shit. Okay. Can't remember the exact spelling. There you go. There's Japanese input. Very difficult. Go watch my video on Japanese input. It's actually very easy. Most I do with GIMP is crop images. I edit my thumbnails in GIMP. It's very painful. But I've got a workflow, which makes it less painful. I know tiny bit. I'm learning. Sound the alarms. Sound the alarms. Weeb alert. Boku no Nihongo wa heta. There you go. There's my Japanese. My Japanese is bad. That's I can say my Japanese is bad. That's the extent of my Japanese knowledge. No, I've been studying it for like 6 or so months. So I'm making progress. Our terminal downloads slower. You don't download stuff with a terminal. You download stuff with a program. It might have a terminal interface, but you don't download with a terminal. I do not speak. Yeah, I can count very poorly in German. That's the extent of my German. Where do I learn Japanese? I'm doing my kanji study on Wanikani. I'm doing grammar study on with Takem's Guide to Japanese Grammar. And reading practice any way you can find Japanese text is always a good plan. And then I guess for listening practice, you know, VTubers, always good bet to go with. Go with something you're enjoying. But wget is a program. That's the point. Really, wget's a program? I didn't know that. I never would have guessed. Hiding automated petitions from files sidebar. Why did you choose to learn Japanese? Because I'm a massive weeb. There's no other reason. Do we see the damn hoodie? Do we see the Nyana's hoodie? Like, do you need an explanation that I'm a weeb? I literally did a podcast with a VTuber. And I've got a couple of plans to get some other people on. I just realized my lights are dimming. I need to fix that. Let's swap the batteries. Watch Matt vs. Japan. Do that. Matt vs. Japan. Very good channel. I didn't actually charge my lights, so... my light batteries. So, yeah, they are not going well. There we go. Better. Now we have light again. I don't know if you guys really noticed the difference, but I did. That's what matters. Is there a Japanese Linux distro? I don't know if there's one specifically focused around it, but you can set up Japanese text on anything. What's a good Japanese podcast? Giga Weeb. I am the giggest of weebs. The giggest of weebs, sure, yep. Have you looked at MVim Treated? It is on the list. It has not been looked at. Bedrock Linux or LFS? Bedrock is still a distro. LFS is more of a learning instrument rather than an actual usable system. Oh, my podcast. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Try counting in French. It's fun. The only counting in French I know is... What was that? Wait, was it French? Wait. Shit. I want to find the video now. The Matt Colbo video. Yeah, this one. Go watch this video. Very good video Matt Colbo did. Highly recommend it. Oh yeah, when Cyan didn't realize that people in the southern hemisphere have Christmas in summer. Thought that we celebrated Christmas in the middle of the year. She's not the brightest sometimes. I made a switch from 16.04 to 18. Wait, why are you using such an old... Wait, the fonts are all wrong. Why are you using such an old version of Ubuntu? Change is healthy. Now try 20.10. I don't think... What the hell? Why are you so obsessed with using such an old version of Ubuntu? 94 in French is 42014. See, I like Japanese counting. Japanese counting is easy. If I want to say, like, I don't know, let's say 42. You say 4102. You say... Now, I picked a number and then I forgot how to say it. You say 42. Very easy. 4102. What the hell is 42014? French counting needs to stop. You say 4 10s and a 2. If you want to say, I don't know, 111. You say 110-1. You say 111. Very easy. Simple counting system. You don't have like the nonsense that English has, where they just make shit up halfway through. You don't have French's nonsense. It's easy. Like English. What the hell is 20? That's dumb. Why does that need to exist? People work more or less are the same as the AUR for the end user. 1604 has so many rotting packages. I can't even imagine daily driving 1604. How do I use QMake? I recommend the documentation. Strange mouse cursor. 16-year-old wants a Linux server. Wait. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, this is a beautiful one. Okay. This is why we do these streams. Oh, 11 and 12 are dumb. When I asked my 16-year-old son to help me move hard drives from an old surplus computer from the office, he asked if he could set it up as a Linux server. I'm all for him expanding his knowledge, but why would a 16-year-old need a Linux server? I'm a bit suspicious, worried about bootleg software, etc. Is it a bad idea to let him do this? Is there a risk to my home network? No, he wants to set up a Minecraft server. That's why he wants it. He wants to play some Minecraft. Oh, it's an old meme, is it? Oh, okay, I didn't know that. How to download oh, this is another good one. How do I download videos on Ubuntu? I want to send videos to my friends. How do I save videos on Ubuntu without any extensions? Do you, like, have you never used a computer before? This is the sort of thing where it's just like, have you just not touched a computer? Like, Windows, macOS, it's all the exact same here. Why are you asking this? That's the same as Windows. That's my problem. Why are you asking? Yo, Will! How you doing? I was talking about you before. Talking about the Luke situation. You saw the post on the Discord, I presume. The picture from Luke's Matrix. The unofficial Matrix, because he's, I don't know, too afraid to say it's his or something. Even though he's the admin. It's in general on Discord. What is your usual bedtime? I usually go to sleep around midnight. I usually also, here we go. Also like to read before I go to bed. So, like, I'm reading Mushoku Tensei right now. Very good. Very good series. Highly recommend it. If you haven't seen the anime, it's good. And the light novel, also very good. So, I recommend it. Check it out. That one. Just look up YouTube to MP4 and you'll find a website to do it. Didn't he make a video on why XMPP is better than Matrix? Maybe. I don't know, but he has an official Matrix Discord. He has an official Matrix server, even though he can call it unofficial. It's literally like he's the admin, so it's as official as it gets. Two weeks ago? Well, this Matrix has existed for ages. Like, probably longer than my Matrix has existed, actually. Best or favorite flat packs? The ones of the software that I want to use. This is a good program. Highly recommend it. LF I use on a daily basis. Why didn't I just open it like that? Very good program. Video playback problem. That's weird. Huh. Also, that is the most Reddit name I've ever seen. Your name is Meme Lord. But Lord is spelled not like... I hate you. best flat packs, the ones that are not in my repo and that I use. Pretty much. Actually, sometimes you want to use the one that is in your repo, like in the case of Arch Linux. With OBS. Discovered Blur. Crazy. You discovered, oh my, how does that have upvotes? You discovered a compositor. That does look pretty. Look, KDE is a very good looking desktop environment. I will give it that. What do we have here? We have DistroTube, NDC Conferences, Joe Collins, good channel, DT, Linux Hint, and Babish Culinary Universe. Okay, sure. Because sometimes things aren't packaged. XMPP is better than Matrix, but, like, do you know what is also better than XMPP? The thing that has users on it. And that's why I use Matrix. That's why I use Discord. I don't like Discord, but most people are on Discord, even people who are, like, FOSS supporters. So, like, it just makes sense to be there. Grubber missing. That's a problem. Last night I was removing and installing kernels, and there was some clash around NVIDIA in the update, and your kernel didn't install. How are there so many people who suffer from installing, from, like, getting, like, kernels installed? I don't understand. Every other day I see someone who's like, I broke my kernel install. Like, it's not that difficult with a package manager. The art of code is actually kind of interesting if you're interested in weird code things happening. That sounds kind of fun. Do I have a copy of that? I don't think I own that. Hum likes to argue otherwise. He says having a Matrix server is better than having an actual community. Yeah, but that's Hum. And, you know, it's Hum. Yeah, give me my alcohol. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Once you get NVIDIA drivers installed, never touch them again. Why Luke Smith exists? That's a very philosophical question. Hum was asking about Cyan's live stream. Is Hum, like, secretly a massive weeb? Like, I know he likes Lane, like all of the 4chaners do, but, like, I think he might actually be secretly a massive weeb. How to remove app installed from... Oh my god. You managed to install it. The command to install it is install. Did you consider that maybe uninstalling it might be uninstall? You're on Ubuntu. It's very easy. I actually haven't seen Lane. I know, I'm a bad Linux user. Hey, look, it's the program people were telling me about before. It's Machina. Why am I not surprised the guy with the Pepe avatar says Lane is a good show? Of all the people who could have said Lane is a good show, it's the guy with the damn Pepe avatar. Yay or Peru? I personally prefer Peru. There's a couple of extra nice features that Peru has, plus the main dev from Yay is the one working on Peru now. I would say use Peru, but at the end of the day, like, they both work. The AUR is not going to go through an API change. Aura. Okay, haven't heard of that one. make package -s Pacman. Wait, you're just installing the... Okay, that's one way to do it, I guess. Oh, it's a Tryson user. Wow. Peru because I prefer Rust for purely ideological reasons. I've heard the exact same reason to not use Rust. Why are people so obsessed with the aesthetics of their OS? They're the only ones to watch this when they're in front of their PC. It's just for posting in Unix porn and receiving feedbacks. I think there is a certain level of aesthetics that have functionality attached to them. Like, for example, I could put this status bar on the like left or the right hand side, but I think that's a less functional place for it to be. So like there's a level of or like tiling window managers. Like this is an aesthetic choice, but there is some functionality attached to this as well. But when it comes to like minor color differences, for example, I think that's just more about like, you know, what you like to look at. If you're going to be looking at your computer for like, you know, 10 hours of the day, like it's nice to have it looking a way that you kind of like it. Like, I don't really care too much about my phone, but I do have like, actually I'll show you. I do have a custom launcher installed, and I do have like a wallpaper set. But that's about as far as it goes with like customization for me. I found Cyan Yarn on Lane Charm, by the way. That's great. Oh, that's beautiful. It is a weeb phone. But also Cyan got that art commissioned, so like, I feel bad not doing something with it. Because like, that was expensive to do, and I don't know why she did it. Like, I genuinely don't know why she got that commissioned. Do you use Lineage OS? Nope. I use the Chinese spyware version of Android that came with my Chinese spyware phone. Alright, we're looking at this, weren't we? Peru works a little faster on my PCs. I use Hamax CLI. Why'd you get downvoted? Yay is time-tested stability. It's literally running make package in the background. There's no, like, time-tested stability to worry about here. No, I use a Realme phone, which is a Oppo sub-brand. So, different Chinese spyware. Yay, Pycore. Yo, it's Chris at Machine. Hey. That's always a cool name to see there. Yay because go. Fair enough. We did find a program here. Let's have a look at this one. Aura Package Manager. Aura is a package manager for Arch Linux. Thank you. Its original purpose is as an AUR helper in that it automates the process of installing packages from the Arch user repositories, but it is much more is capable of much more. Aura is Pac-Man. Okay? Like, literally every single AUI helper. If I recall, they're all under the same parent company, so yeah, oh god. Look, if you're a Chinese company, you're like a part of the you're a part of the Chinese government. Arch is AUR, AUR is AUR. What the hell are these sentences? Yeah, so what you're saying is it passes commands over to Pac-Man. I hate devs who like, what's the word for it? Who proselytize about their software. Just tell me what it does. Like, I don't need all of this. Just like, yes, it passes commands to the subprogram. Okay, good. Have you heard of BAF? BAPA? I have not. It's Pac-Man compliant, exactly. Or if you want to, like, expand upon this, just be like, if a command does not exist in Aura, it will pass it to Pac-Man and will run. That's all you need. What is this? Oh, so we have a launcher for the fan game Pokemon Apex. I don't think that's the one we want. A .NET console-based card game. I don't think that's what we want either. A widget created for the Minecraft blog. I don't think that's right either. I want to see what this is. For the fan game Pokemon... What the hell is Pokemon Apex? I don't like... Okay, well, back up then. What are your thoughts about Google's Future OS? The one that's supposed to be, like, Linux compliant or something? Does it even exist yet? I don't know anything about it, really. I know that Lunduke is terrified of it, but Lunduke is terrified of, like, anything past 1980. But it makes sense why Google would be trying to do their own thing and separate themselves from Linux. Because when you are using something like Linux, there are going to be some licensing requirements that you do have to follow. When you build something from the ground up, though, you can do whatever the hell you want with it. Plus, it's easier than having to, like, strip out components of Linux they don't need in Android. So basically, Google's Windows 8. Honestly, like, I don't think it's... I don't think Google's going to have as much trouble with it, especially for Chrome OS, because Chrome OS basically revolves around the browser anyway. So if Google Chrome runs perfectly fine, like, you're good? Google is really trying to build an evil death laser which be against GPL4, hence the need of a new kernel. I like that theory. Would you use Chrome OS for 1 week just to do a review for the lols? Yeah, I would. I don't think really anything would change. Like, I could do most of what I do on Chrome OS. Thank you, it is by PandaFoss. That is useful. Bath by PandaFoss. And I still cannot find it. I'll have a look afterwards. I don't know what's happening there. I trust Google to have a lot of money. If nothing else, I trust them to have a lot of money and very skilled developers. Yo, how you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a very long time. Installing Lubuntu over Vista. What? Oh, okay, you bought an old computer that had Vista on it, right. I was worried when buying a computer secondhand that it might have a keylogger or virus/malware on it. I was wondering if there were any malicious things on the laptop. Would the installation of Ubuntu have removed them completely? Wipe your damn hard drive. I don't think malware was that sophisticated back in 2007. I think you'll be fine. Just wipe the hard drive. Just working on a video at the moment. The Bash challenge between Zany and the Linux cast. Oh, that sounds cool. I will have to check that out. Archdev should make AUR a option in Pac-Man, so no more AUI helpers. Right, but the Arch devs want to pretend like the AUR is like this thing that isn't like officially supported, even though they officially have mods. But the reason why they want to keep themselves separated is just in case there is like anything illegal that happens there. They want to be like, yes, that is not our thing. Their challenges are so fun. I basically review their code and myself declare a winner. Oh, that sounds fun. That actually does sound like a really cool concept. Text input nightmare. What is that? The first time I noticed it was in OpenRGB. In the program there are values for the colors red. Yep. What are you? I don't know what is going on here. Redditors. The AUR, aka I cannot install deb packages on my own. Look, sometimes there's packages out there that have just like a stupid number of dependencies, and I don't exactly feel like dealing with them myself. I'll let someone else deal with that for me. YTFCF, a program that I would love to do a video on, but I don't know if my channel will get copyright struck again. Or not copyright struck, community struck. Like it did last time. I did a video on YouTube DL. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't showing up when I looked that up. I'll check it. I'll check it in a bit. Actually, okay, I'm gonna look that up. Literally just what you wrote in chat and see if I find it. Okay, these are results we get on Brave Search. Okay, Brave Search isn't doing a good job right now. Sure. Enable Google fallback. Okay, sure. That's so weird. Another program that doesn't have a screenshot, but I'll put it on the list. That one. Okay. Wait, I wonder if I can... So it has Google fallback on now. I don't know if I can disable that somehow. See all settings. Google, yeah, there we go. Okay. So it doesn't provide you like an option to do like thingy. Are you doing research for new videos? I'm mainly doing research for new video topics. But if there's any like things that people want to look into, I'm happy to go and do so. 2ER default browser. It's not set to Firefox. It's set to whatever your default browser is. Do you ever read books from the command line? Don't do that. Just like anything else. PDF readers exist, guys. Like just use a PDF reader. Just noise on input line. Running scripts in SXHKDRC. Just put your script into a file. That's what I usually do. That's the easier way. Anything that's over like a line. You could read a book from a line printer. Good. That's an option. What a great choice of song for my drink. Not vodka, but it's close enough. Cider. Octopi versus Pamac. Oh, what is this? A terminal tool to visually display disk usage and directory information. Cat book into less. Stop it. Stop. That is a logo that you probably spent more time on than making the software. Ah, it's another program that I've seen 1,000 times already. Very exciting. This may have been asked already, but what's your opinion on Odyssey promoting Axel? I have no idea who that is, and I didn't know they were promoting them. Let's find out who Axel is.
Oh.
Just, oh. So, I don't know who this person is. But he's got a lot of downvotes for some reason. I don't know anything about this person, so I don't really have a take here. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I'm sorry I don't have a take there, but I've literally heard about this person right now. How to fix the problem of Wi-Fi in 1804. Even if I read it, I don't know what the guy's content is like, so I don't... Like, it would just read like a promotional message. So, unless there's something weird about the promo itself. Where do I get my music for my streams? That is a good question. And I've answered it a couple of times, but I will go give them a shout out once again because they deserve the shout out. Ow. Stop it. Okay. I've said this 1,000 bloody times. All web developers out there, if you have music on your website, do not have it auto-playing when I open up your site. Stop. Just any web developer out there, do not do that. Especially when it's that loud. Like, anyway, I get the music from StreamBeats. This is a music label created by a streamer called Harris Heller. And basically, all of the music on here is made specifically to be allowed to be used by streamers. Like, he hated the idea of the fact that people getting DMCA acclaim just for playing music. So he was just like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own music then. And then he did it. And now this exists. And then he made a shit website that auto-plays really loud music when you open it. Yeah. Don't do that. But everything else is good. We can go back to the music now. That's not horribly loud. But MIDI files and GIFs are the foundation of the 90s websites. Yes, the foundation of the 90s web, not the 2021 web. We got rid of them for a reason, because they were shit. Best way to extend a window. It didn't autoplay for me. Why did it do it for me then? I don't know. I don't know. Boot error. Are you missing a kernel? That's always a good boot error. VMX outside of TXT disabled by BIOS. Machine... I don't know what this one is. You're not missing a kernel, though. That's a first. Usually it's always the same thing. I should have it turned off. But I forgot the website does that. Linux distro project I'm working on. Is it based on Ubuntu? Yo! Specon, how you doing? Better than SWF sites. Oh yeah, the Flash sites. Oh god. That's reminding me of so many like the old educational sites that I used during primary school. Where like, I would see some text on the screen, I would try to like copy it. And because it's a Flash site, copying didn't work. You could highlight it. You couldn't copy it though. She's like, nah. Nah, fam. So you're looking at a bunch of RSS feeds. Cool. Cool. News boat is cool. I should start using that again. Yeah, basically, I've got RSS feeds for a couple of subreddits. And yeah, I'm just going through those. There's 10,000 things to do. We have so far gone through 300. I've acknowledged the fact that we're never going to finish this list. So it's just infinite content. Do man pages have to be black and white? Do you... Someone made a video? Who is this video? Okay. Oh my god. What is this? Oh, now you see my weird recommendations. Okay, let's find out what this video is. Let me turn this down.
By default, manual pages are boring. Add some color to them with an
True.
awesome tool called Bat, a modern version of Cat. Simply export the man page variable in your .profile. Note that depending on how you installed Bat, the command might need to be adjusted. Replace Bat by Batcat if you are on Ubuntu or on Debian. The man pages are now full of color. Don't forget to export the
There's a much better way to do this. There's literally a built-in way to change the coloring of your man page. You don't need to do that. Yeah. I think I've done a video on that, actually. I had to explain that Flash is no longer supported and is no longer working. How many times do you read a man page per day? Depends on the day. If I'm doing, like, video research, a lot. If I'm not, less so. Have you ended Ender Lilies? I had issues with my GPU drivers. The game kept crashing. Why did I switch that? The game kept crashing and it literally shut down my entire drivers. Like, like, everything on my screen just turned pink. I don't know if it's still happening. I need to go and check it. I'm gonna probably go and do so tomorrow. If it is working now, I might go and finish the game after we go finish Spyro or something. I'm not sure. But that's why I'd stopped it. How to add emojis to man pages. I think... I don't know if the man program will actually work with emoji. Wait, does less work with emoji? I don't know. Right, because it uses less as the pager. Does less support emoji? I think it does. I don't see a reason why you couldn't do it. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Does someone want to help a noob install Arch? This sounds like a guy who came into my my Discord. Who got supported for like 10 hours and then left being angry because no one helped him finish at the end. Have you played Tomba 2 on the PS1? Such an underrated gem, my man. I've only played like 5 or 6 PS1 games. I started gaming on the PS2. Man pages often use a long dash, which is Unicode, so I'd say yes. The M dash. Ah, I didn't know what it was called. Yo, Jack, how you doing? So what you're saying is I could go and fill my man pages with emoji. I'm gonna do that next time I write a program. Just to bother people. Just to bother people who have a severe hatred of emoji. VirtualBox shows only 32-bit distros. That's weird. Usually it defaults to 64. Oh yeah, right. There's other things you have to install, don't you? Right, yeah, okay. There was... it's been so long since I had VirtualBox set up that I forgot that you need to do extra stuff. Provided those emoji are Unicode, are there emoji that are not Unicode? If there is, that is something I didn't know about. I guess there's emoji that aren't in the Unicode standard. Now you've got me thinking. Why do motherboards disable virtualization by default, though? I don't get it. It probably has something to do with security, I would imagine, but... Or that most people don't need it enabled by default, so there's no point having it enabled. I just tried what the hell is that? What are you... What? I don't know what I'm looking at right now. I want to find out what this thing is called. When you try Doomax... Doomax. When you tried Doom Emacs on stream, did you try out Maggot? Mugget? I think so. That is a... It is a... South Arabian symbol? Huh. Okay. Yeah, I thought maybe he had some knowledge that I didn't have. Yo, Binks, how you doing? What do you think about inviting Mudaha to your podcast? Okay. You do know that my podcast has like 600 subs, right? Like, do you think that, like, being a YouTuber, like, all YouTubers just happen to know each other? I would love to invite Mudaha to the podcast, and that would be the best podcast I've ever done. But I think Mudaha, like, has other things to be doing in his life. Yeah, I say we set a trend that we start adding emoji into man pages just to piss people off. Can I have 2 OSs? Yes, it's called dual booting. I do not want to loose my license. Man, I hate it when I loose my license. Like, when I realize that I hate Linux or something and I want to go back, can I go back to Windows and keep my original... or even have 2 OS to boot in? Did you get downvoted? I wonder. I love r/Linux. They really refuse to be a support subreddit. Anytime anyone asks a support question, mods are like, no. Stop. No, what you should do is just being incredibly annoying. And the second that emoji 14.0 drops, go and add in 14.0 emojis because no fonts are going to support them yet. Like, you could go and add in the, Oh, yeah. I wonder if you guys know about this. I'm going to show you. Here we go. This is going to very likely be a part of the new emoji standard. How does this make you feel? This is very likely going to be an official emoji. Don't Windows licenses link to your Microsoft account? God knows. I don't know. This is a part of the draft for emoji 14.0. And usually when something's in the draft, it typically ends up making it. So, expect this to exist. I can annoy my wife with it. I guess, yeah, you could. Sure. Now you don't just have to send eggplants. You can send this one. Have you seen the new Microsoft emojis, by the way? I have not. No, I haven't. What terminal mail program are you using? This is not a mail program. It is Newsboat. It is an RSS feed reader. My email program is Thunderbird. I don't use terminal email. I like Thunderbird because I like Thunderbird. Because a lot of companies like to send you graphical emails, and I like to be able to render them. Are you excited for Windows 11? I could say that I'm less excited. I am sort of like acknowledging that it exists. I'm not like angry that it exists. I'm not happy that it exists. I'm like very content. So it could be worse. It will not change my life at all that Windows 11 exists. Windows 11 probably more bloat than Windows 10 is. It's probably Windows 10 with a service pack. Remember when Microsoft released an article saying that Windows 10 was going to be the last version of Windows? On the dev side, I'm annoyed I'll have to support it. Like, I'm not going to change my Windows install for like 5 years. There's, as I said before, there's two reasons why I use Windows. To play Osu, to print. What happened to Windows 9 anyway? Well, 7, 8, 9. There you go. Easy joke. I'm a comedian, and I'm out. There you go. Comedy. There was Windows 9.1. Windows 8.1 is 9, to be honest. It basically is. Discord e-girls will use the new lip-biting emoji. Oh, they 100% will. Osu Laser is available for Linux, yes. Yes, it is, but rank doesn't work. You cannot gain ranks under Laser, which is a problem. Effectively, Laser is not real yet. I know you can run it under Wine. I've had issues. I've had issues getting it working under Wine. But I might have a look more into them. I just literally have not been able to get it to launch properly. Like, oh, actually, better yet, launch at all. The most minimalist NeoFetch alternative are a bunch of echoes that prints out exactly what you want. Actually, maybe a file and a single cat. Yeah, that would be the most minimalist way. The boring real reason is they skipped 9 because it would break compat with apps that look for Windows 9X as Windows 95. I'm sure they could get around that by just not, like, naming it internally like that. Actually, here's an idea. They could have called it Windows 9 for, like, PR, and then internally called it Windows 8 Service Pack 1. Actually, that would have been a great... I would have loved if they did that. That would have been awesome. FCF key bindings help. I don't think I've ever considered changing the key bindings in FCF. More like SP2 given Windows 8.1. Well, yeah. Whatever. It's basically Service Pack. Like, that's what Windows 11 is. Windows 11 is basically Windows 10 with a Service Pack. Does Windows even do Service Packs anymore? I don't even know. It's been so long since I've, like, been using Windows, like, a lot, that I don't even remember Service Packs are even a thing anymore. Or if they just do rolling releases now. Do you use Spotify or manually downloading songs from YouTube DL? I use Spotify because... Why do I use Spotify? I don't know. Because it's convenient, I guess? I guess, yeah. That's probably the only reason I can think of. They did for Windows 7. They technically do extended support package. You like to waste money. Yeah, that's a good reason. Look, I'll pay for my convenience. I can just be like, yo, I want to, I don't know. I want to go listen to, I don't know. Let's just find a random song. Not Deezer, what a pleb. Yeah, that's true. Like, I don't have to go and, like, find music. I can just be like, yes, I want to go and listen to, like, I don't know, Ghost Data or something. And I don't have to, like, go and download stuff. Lachille Lion. I do also run Lachille Lion as well, yes. And I also run Lachille Search as well. Sadly, Lachille Search does not give you Lachille Token. How Brave Search does not give you Brave Token is beyond me. Can I have multiple desktops? Vim versus IntelliJ, is Vim worth it? Bicycle versus Mercedes-Benz. That's my answer. Sorry for this stupid question. It's my first time on anything Linux. I'm putting together a dedicated home server for Plex and various game servers that I run my gaming machine. Is there a way to have multiple desktops so I keep each game separated? What? Wait, I thought you said there were servers. I don't understand. Well, okay, here's the thing with the Brave situation. None of the Linux guys made a cent from doing referrals because Brave referrals don't work on Linux. So, Brendan Ike, you scammed me. And you scammed me and you scammed Luke. I want my money. But I still used Lachille Lion. It is still a good browser. Because when you install it from a package manager and they don't actually use your referral code then. Yeah. So I had that referral link for a while and it wasn't doing anything because of that problem. That sneaky little problem. Chromium based. Chromium based? Are you saying Chromium is based? Which driver should I choose for AMD? The open source ones, they're better. How to disable COC pairs. I was going to read that as cock pairs, but no, that's not right. Oh, this could be an interesting one. What is the most popular programming language from 1995 to 2021? And that got deleted. Hey, that was actually interesting. It would tell me it's not going to be a video. It's going to be a video, isn't it? It's a goddamn video. I don't care. You only need non-open source AMD drivers for things like Blender. Do you? I didn't have an issue when I used it. Yeah, I had no issues myself. Brave can add an option for adding referral link when opening Brave for the first time. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. I think they've stopped doing the referral program now anyway. So, it's not even a big deal. I don't know how many people would have downloaded it because of me anyway. I feel like there's definitely some money there, though, that I didn't get. Luke, on the other hand, Luke probably did lose out on a lot because of that. Because he was shilling it hard for a while. So, yeah. F you, Brendan Ike. But you still make a good browser. And I was going to thank you for JavaScript, and then I remember what JavaScript is. And I remember that you made it in literally a weekend. So no, I don't thank you for JavaScript. That's a mess. When is the video on Brave Search coming out? Probably sometime next week, I would imagine. Brodie should shill Rage Shadow Honey. I do actually run Honey. Yeah. I know it's horrible for privacy, but I do use Honey. And I would shill Raid Shadow Legends for the memes. I would happily do that. Actually, there's a couple of companies that I would shill just for the memes. Dollar Shave Club. Actually, Dollar Shave Club also because I just use Dollar Shave Club. I've literally had a membership for like the past 4 years. I would shill Honey for the memes. And I would shill Raid Shadow Legends for the memes. Yeah. Imagine running Horny. I don't know how much money I've saved on Honey, but it's probably going to be in the couple $100. But you know what? I think it's a fair trade. I love Linux. Ice cream. I know it's a heart. Are you doing the CS6 thing? Haha. Now I can have Adobe Reader. God, why would anyone want to run Adobe Reader? Just Adobe Reader is actually the worst the worst PDF reader known to man. I hated PDFs. Wait, you don't shave. Why would you shield that? I shave. You just can't see it. The sound of Raycons is just... If you want a good video on Raycons, go watch DankPod's video on Raycons. It's a good video. Actually, go watch both of his videos on Raycons. I like Ocular. Ocular's, yeah, it's better than Adobe. I hated having to open up, PDF, any PDF documents when I was using Adobe Reader, because it'd always take like literally a minute to open a PDF. It's like a 500 kilobyte file. How does it take a minute? There's nothing in this file that takes this long to open. It is just because the software is so badly written and it does so many things. Have you contributed to Mozilla Common Voice? I have not done that. Yes, he did. And that's why DankPod's video on Raycons is good. Oh, one other fun thing about DankPods is he lives in the same state as me. There are literally no other YouTubers who... Okay, there's like 2 other YouTubers who live in South Australia. So it's always cool to see like other people who live here. The only ones I can think of are DankPods and Fairburn Films. I literally don't know of anybody else that lives in South Australia. Wait, I think Alex Williamson also does, but... Yeah, that I think is the end of my list. All of the Australians live in like Melbourne or Sydney. Which is basically California of Australia. So like, shit. Oh, right, no, Cold Ones is in Melbourne. Well, Sydney? Wait. They're not South Australia, I know that. Like, they're not Adelaide. Or Brisbane, yeah. Why are Australia's fires so overrated? No, I think it's just the fact that we have fires, like, every couple of years, and the Americans just, like, hear about the fires, and they freak out. And we're just like, yeah, that's just normal. It's like the Americans with, like, hurricanes. It's like, you have, like, a category... I don't know, what was a high category hurricane? Category 12 hurricane. And you guys are like, yeah, it's normal. Like, what? What do you mean it's normal? We have like 6 active YouTubers in the whole of Tunisia. Hey, he's still outclassed South Australia, so I'll give you that. PC doesn't boot from USB. Did you set your boot order? Oh, you did you change boot order? Why do people abuse cat for piping? I don't know what the hell you're saying. Cat 5 hurricane. Yeah, there you go. I'm sure category 12 would be like houses flying. I don't like hurricanes don't exist here. I don't know what like a hurricane category is. We get floods and fires. We do get cyclones along the coast, but hurricanes not so much. Ow. Oh, my wrist is sore. I've got lots of wrist problems that I should deal with at some point, and I don't. Yeah, we get cyclones. Yo, it's a bot. Yeah, boy. We haven't seen a Twitch bot in a while. And a... Wait, where is my ban button? And a ban. Go. By boot orders from the shop above. I haven't seen a Twitch spammer in a while. How is the weather in Australia right now? Not raining, which is different. Let's see what the weather for the rest of the week is gonna be. Let's find now. So. So, tomorrow. Actually, right now it is 10 degrees. Feels like 9.8. That's 10 degrees Celsius. It has got a picture of rain, but it says there is a 0% chance of rain. Sure. So, tomorrow's forecast is 7 degrees. 7 degrees minimum, 18 maximum, 5% chance of rain. Monday is 8 degrees minimum, 20 degrees maximum, 5% chance of rain. Which is not raining, so it's good. I like that. It's been raining all week, and I haven't been able to go and run. And that's been annoying. Because I don't want to run in the rain. Because I'm not that crazy. Hopefully allowed to go outside again tomorrow. Oh, you guys under lockdown? I didn't realize. We'd already left. It's 43C where I live right now. God damn. That sounds horrible. Pain. Oh, geez. It's been already 3 hours. Wow. Okay. I didn't realize. How does that limit for the volume? Don't go above 100%. The disc is likely to fail soon. Well, that's a problem. 37 degrees relevant. Jesus Christ. 40-degree temperature is also common in North India. I don't want to live in North India. That sounds horrible. Like, 35's enough for me. That's all good. We don't need more than 35. As long as I can, like, fry eggs on the road, that's enough. Chill 23C here. That's good. That's comfortable. It's 10 degrees here, which, you know, is basically like, you know, freezing outside. Because I'm a weak Australian who can't deal with anything below, like, 15 degrees. Prevent Discord from auto-start. Not auto-starting. How do you even have it auto-starting? How would you even manage to get it auto-starting in Arch with Awesome WM? That's impressive how you manage that one. I get it if you're using, like, KDE or GNOME or something. Because they have their own, like, auto-start programs. But with Awesome... very impressive. I kind of like the the like under 20s have been growing on me. Like I kind of like the 15 to 20 degree range now, because it means I get to wear jumpers, and I kind of like jumpers or hoodies or whatever you want to call them. It does. Yes, it does. Good point. I completely forgot about that. 10 degrees Kelvin is the optimal temperature for humans. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care about your Kelvin. I don't even know what 10 degrees Kelvin is. Probably some stupid temperature. I think we had negative 30 last winter. What does that even mean? Okay, what does negative 30, like, actually... what does that mean in terms of, like... in terms of, like, actually... like, what's actually happening? Are Australian universities worth for what you pay? No. No. So, I can't speak for other courses, but in the case of my degree is effectively a collection of Linda courses, with a teacher. There's like a lecturer who will talk about the Linda courses, and then I go watch the Linda courses, and then occasionally we'll have like assignments and stuff. So no, it is not worth the $40,000 for sure. But Australia also has a very like generous loan system, so I don't have to pay it back until like I'm making above a certain amount. But I'm paying it back anyway, just so I don't have a stupid loan when I can pay it, or when I have to pay it back. It only gets indexed, doesn't have it doesn't have interest, so it goes up with inflation. But I still want to bring it down as much as possible. I think I've got like 35,000 left on it or something. What's my job? I make YouTube videos. I make YouTube videos and I put boxes on a shelf. You know, I'm making good use of my degree right now. Every stream, someone asks me about my job, and I'm not using the degree right now. I'm making videos on the internet. Is it gonna work? There it is. Yeah, there you go. 40,000 USD or AUD? It is AUD. Oh, right, yes. Sorry, I forgot there's Americans here. Australia has the shittest currency you've seen in a while. I'll convert it into real money. Okay, so Monopoly money into USD. Okay, so that's 29,000. Is English your native language or some dialect? Australian English. This is my cleaned up accent. Because it can get much worse than this. I can just like make it really, really hard to understand and talk like this the entire time. And I don't know, talk about some like let's go play some video games and play, I don't know, let's talk about some Linux. Kelvin doesn't have degrees. That is, I don't know about Kelvin. That's too hard for me. We speaking kangaroo here. That is true, mate. That is very true. Embedded systems. I cannot read anything techie with that accent. Embedded systems, Chad. I can't do it. I literally cannot do it. Like, I feel like I have to like drop my IQ by like 50 points to like to be able to speak about in that accent. How many koalas is that? What? The dollar is going to have serious issues not too long from now. Oh, the money printing. Was that your native accent? My accent is weird. So I grew up in. So I started growing up in like rural Queensland, like the middle of nowhere. And then like halfway through schooling, I then went into the suburbs. So if I like go hang out in some rural location, I can like fade back into that really easily. But because I've been living in the suburbs so long, like it's this weird amalgamation of both. Brodie obviously speaks Aboriginal. Actually, there's like a bunch. Actually, I'm gonna show you a map. Aboriginal tribe map. I think Australia has the largest number of languages like in the world or something dumb like that. Like if you include all of the Aboriginal languages, because like every tribe had their own language, and like this is a map that exists. So yeah, there's a lot of them. Check out Inky Rain. She's an Aussie VTuber. Whoa. That sounds pretty sick. I will check that out. So, like, with my accent, like, I can sort of do the same thing that, like, Dangapods can do. Well, like, he'll be talking about something, and then you can be like, yeah, bruh, look at these headphones. I'm gonna smash this shit. Like, you can, when you have that, like, when you have, like, some experience around, like, rural Australia, you can, like, you can drop into that accent very easily. Crikey! There you go. That's, honestly, I don't even find that as an easy way, like, to fall into it. I just start saying, you just start over enunciating your like, A's. Smash them headphones with the D-A, what, how does he say, with the one, yeah, smash them headphones with the one grit. There you go. I can't read. Let's go. Look, the other problem with the accent is like there are certain words that like are really easy to fall into saying when you're using that accent, which Americans don't particularly like, which make it very difficult to use the accent. I can be like, you fucking dog, though. I can just replace everything with dog, and you're good. Yeah, bruh. Everyone in this chat's a fucking dog. They're a fucking cook dog. Here's the advice with Australian English. Just, the words don't matter. The words you say don't matter at all. You can say literally anything, and if you have an understanding of, like, how Australian English works, people will understand you. What matters is, like, is the emotion and the tone put behind it. And I guess yeah, no, I think it's mainly the emotion. The emotion and the tone. So I could say, like, I could call everyone in chat, like, a bunch of dogs and have that be a compliment and also be an insult. Like, just depending on the way that I say it. What I'll say is Australian English is a goddamn mess. It is from, like, a linguistic standpoint, Australian English is absolute train wreck. Is it August 6th or August 7th in Australia? It is currently August 7th in South Australia. I cannot speak for Queensland. Brodie Australian sounds like a worse version of Isaac Butterfield. I did see Isaac live once. I went to his last world tour, and he insulted my haircut and complimented my beard, which I'll take as a win. And this is when my beard was a train wreck as well. So I don't know why he complimented it. But I'll take it. More of a draw? I put more weight on the beard. I don't have like an equal weighting on those two things. I think the beard looking good is more important to me. August 7th, gang, rise up. It might be August 8th in a couple of places, though. So, yeah. There's a lot of under-the-radar jobs in embedded, of course. You guys are just talking about, like, actual important shit. Here I am, like, talking about my shitty accent, and I have to agree, your haircut is awful. That's because I haven't got it cut in, like, I don't know how many months at this point. Probably, like, a good 4 or 5. Look how long this is getting. I'm trying to grow it out right now. I don't know how long. I don't know if I'm going to go, like, long hair again. But I'm considering it. So expect to see the hair looking terrible for a while. Yeah. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to tolerate it. But we'll see. Turn into a mohawk. Ooh. Turn into a mullet. Wait, there we go. Ho ho. Look at that. We did it. I have achieved mullet. No, I've just achieved a fucking mess. That's what I've achieved. I've achieved mohawk. I can't even speak. Oh my, what are you guys are actually, you are talking about important shit. Okay. I don't know, I might grow the hair out. I'm thinking of it. Like, maybe to the point where, like, Critical is. Maybe to the, maybe I'll do it. I don't know. I used to have hair, like, as long or longer than Critical's hair was. But I got rid of it, and now I miss it. So I kind of want it back. I usually go for an uncool look, even though in my early 20s, very early 20s. I like going for that homeless look. It's a good look. Might end up the stream sometime soon, actually. Actually, I wonder if anyone's streaming right now. I want to go find out. Can we start war against bloat? I guess we could. Okay, no one's streaming over on YouTube. Is anyone streaming on Twitch? No one's streaming. Okay, well, I can't send you guys anywhere then. I also want long hair, but it takes so long to grow. Yeah, and it looks shit for a while. Like, expect in a couple of months me to have this, like, weird curly bullshit going on. Because that's gonna happen. Because my hair gets curly when it gets longer. So yeah, there's gonna be that period that exists. But after that, then we'll hopefully have decent hair, maybe. Or I could just give up and grow a mullet. That's also an option. Brodie, do a Plan 9 live install. Takes like 5 minutes. I don't believe you. I have a feeling you're messing with me. Yeah, I think we're gonna end the stream. We did not get through much progress on this list, but I never expect to. I just sort of like to chat for a couple of hours, and we did that, so that's good. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm gonna play the outro now. As always, tomorrow there will be videos, but I probably won't be around that much because I like to take Sundays off and do other things. I probably will be working a bit more on the website. I know there's still like a couple of things I need to tweak, but it's mainly good now. It's just a matter of like adding a bit more to the CSS and stuff and doing a little tweaking like that. It's generally mobile friendly. It just has little issues with it here and there that I want to fix up. Like, the images here, for example, don't play super nicely with it. I can definitely do something to address that. And I might change up how, like, the CSS up here works or something. Or maybe add something to the way these boxes work. Or, I don't know. I'm trying to work out exactly what I want to do. I'm not 100% sure just yet. Maybe I'll add some, like, rounded borders to the images. I don't know. I'm still thinking about what I'm going to do. So if you check out the website, there might be some changes tomorrow. I don't know. Anyway, I just realized I'm playing the intro, not the outro. That's the outro. Okay. With that issue out of the way, I'm peace out. Yeah. I had fun as always. Hope you guys come back next time. I think next time we'll do something a bit more involved. Maybe we'll do something Arch related. Maybe we'll do something LFS related. I don't know. I will work that out later on. Yeah. I actually do like the idea of the arch idea I had from last time. So I might do that. Anyway, peace out. And that one. Hello, random person who just joined. Thank you for spreading some love. You joined literally as I was ending the stream. But yeah, I do appreciate that. If you want to come back next time I'm streaming, that's also cool. sorry about ending it just as you joined. Anyway, I'm gonna go now.